organizations, all of whom have helped in bringing us this far. I hope I'll be forgiven if I single out the Church of Pentecost.
Nice one there. All right, so me mamunyina kwaba enejo. Hey, March baby I do no. 28 days. Just abosumi na swane sao. I know pay baby be a wawoti and kebia yeni so ya mo akwaba so ba eye dwumedie ne so. Need 100.9 your station our station. Ya kegu mi ebedin komo eba behani akoso my Ghana mo kwesi ABOAGYE ni medin dwumedie ochiami anope so kwabena mafo eni akosi asapon wo mo ka ye ho bekin kan de bon krata no de amaye wagin chere WhatsApp line is 0503721744. Need 100.9. We on here. That's what it is. NTCC I need $50 ni $150 in bill. Okay. That's a good one. Hopefully, Maria cash. Yes, is it pen? Yes, is it pen? Yes, is it pen? Yeah, by any day, I'm off with the pen.
From tomorrow, Monday, 28th March, the wearing of face masks is no longer mandatory. I encourage all of you, though, to continue to maintain enhanced hand hygiene practices and avoid overcrowded gathering. All in-person activities, such as those that take place in churches, mosques, conferences, workshops, private parties and events, cinemas and theaters, may resume at full capacity as long as the audience and all participants are fully vaccinated. Hand washing and hand sanitizing points should be made available at these venues. Outdoor functions at sporting events, entertainment spots, political rallies and funerals may resume at full capacity, again, as long as all persons at those events are fully vaccinated. Government will continue to engage all religious and traditional leaders, agencies and institutions to encourage their congregants, subjects and citizens respectfully to be vaccinated to help achieve the 20 million target by June 2022. I'll also urge the media to support this campaign in full.
Debi I support you, Nanti, don't worry. You better support you. You better cause you are support you. But I am also media forms who kakra.
Fellow Ghanaians, it has been a difficult 2 years for all of us. And we're seeing light at the end of a very long tunnel. I appeal to all of you to live responsibly, protect yourselves at all times, and do everything we can to stay safe. As we lift these restrictions, now is the time for all of us to join hands, work hard, and help put our nation back onto the path of progress and prosperity as we resume full production and increase productivity. As your president, I assure you that sooner rather than later, our economy will rebound from the ravages of COVID-19. The policies we are implementing will, with your active support, help grow the economy at a much faster rate, help create jobs for the youth, and help us overcome the difficulties we are faced with. This too shall pass, for the battle is still the Lord's.
Right, so Mampenina Nadu Danko Ekufuado, 28th address to the nation about a year COVID-19, fellow Ghanaians. And now the prayer. And Timika said, the Yaman be brave restrictions in the brave Hornwa. Ye, if you Hornamo say. And ya Nuntina, Obey Onyama Basa Basa, Mr. Yen Koshuani and Moe Hobain. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie and a pay a home and come on. And come on, who do their bankrata and any Munsem Senatia. Kwabrania Kusia Hanum Sin Yakonia Kwakwaji, their bankrata. Today, Monday, March 28, 2022. You heard their bankrata and a penny Munsem.
You are with your former Memphis Daily Graphic, the bankrata no. Na enra da na etoso aduonu enwoche na empre aduonu enwoche amampanyi ene Ghana de hye kasa fellow Ghanaians said your kan no ene edin a ye de atoso no mampanyi de nsama tudwa a wo chese sese de nose mask na ya hye ye kete sta ye nhye no sese enye o hye bio opa wo be hye open so a ubetumi na emom se ye ni ehuni eno ho asem ewo ahase ya ene Daily Graphic abomu amane Wachase Minerals Fund no was say etimi boa ema enkronkro a yetu efomagudie ewo ho no etimi boa sa enkronkro yi ema mutimi gina omo na so o mabrabo ma setene mu no enioma ne akade ama abrabo koso ne wo so omo nsaka Daily Graphic abomu amane afa school placement no wose aba fimpinu ne aduonu ba kwa fimpinu ne aduonu mienu omo ko senior high school no omo de na aba eno so wa ha eno si free TVET e take off TVET say eno a technical vocational education training no and what I say free it is said school placement ya bay and kwada eco school almost the no aba free ama eno ho asem Daily Graphic abomu amaniano pay
the Bokata me de to so aya Ghanaian Times the Bokata no but you were William Dakwan funny abeto anum say ya was an space come 2021-2022 academic year school placement no aba junior high school nkwada wo mo beko na technical so nkwada wo mo beko no ana wo bu hu akonta wa hen emomani dasem a wo mo say aye free technical and vocational education entibata ye ya do ba kwato technical and vocational education wanu mu a emanin hawo akwada no ba wie school no ba hu say sa na abaya amama bro enti free sabredi kwade ehwanom nso ya ne free ekwa wasefo akatre gini fo se womunsan ko back to democracy na sa democracy no ena ebetumi aboa am womu atina womu naso na womu ko democracy no a eno ye best pa atan kuku no a womu ya wo ho no na ku de enya no na ye solution wade woni onyamfo to dimre kuduka wayamra sebedeni a wetina adema adese e wo takwansa yemu a wono aso asaya soafo abedi etire deputy minister lands and natural resources otu anamoko ada baby a electrochem omutu entene no na wakwa no atra se Owura Daniel Macaulay ya yata friend Sam Magdan papa no ya ade pa first wo kwasongo sort project one mu say ya na ya nketenketen bi no mu ye but papa ya tumi asakra mu anade electro chamatumi amantene no ekwa international standard ya bobo Owura Magdan abaso say waya ade pa 40 young Ghanaian business leaders yo and woman kwaji abasobodie watasa ya awards kasia aya 40 under 40 Africa awards wa yadema sankofo ya Ebokrata Ghanaian Times ebom wamane Ghana Black Stars efiade temu no yasuta wakodi anu wa yinimika free Black Stars be wiase mi hu so ma bobo senta Emrantia no bobo papa na court ye kotu otu adonso atre se aduma no wanim ye Nigeria fo atre se omu hu support wa enkofo de amu team te se Ghana Black Stars de ni bita enti ehu kura aka wamu na woka atre Ghana fo se wotre rade ya adumu a Nigeria fo de kwa kokum wamu adi ewa Nigeria honum a abeye ni tesampa ati ama Ghana Black Stars yende Black Princess and so woman qualifier woman call World Cup ni be Ghanaian Times di
Mame fa Chronicle da Obokrata no e na Chronicle da Obokrata no che se atoye mantamu emre ye adwuma pa na court ahye the Western Chief ohini bi a owo atoye mantamu emfonyini bi da ha de nim se ono de a ene aka che ne se won kofa nananom atena nkonwa sika bi a wo munim sa afa ne nsa asio yesi de akoto ne private account mu etu onko fa sika ne nto obisa say where is the money bring it sika no we he fabra enti the Chronicle do Obokrata bomu amane na senate boss wo de nimfo nyina to na oka senate ka kire awofo ene ahwefo say mma no nyom na yem kokoo enti wo ye wasisu na wo bobra wa wo ma wo hwa nkwada no na wo hwe wo da ache nsoso e de ato enya afi ya wo kwa retirement na akwa ahomegye mu no e na ase ai me na mahwe mu ntimo so mo mehwe me o se ehihye bebre wo ho a ankasa wo betimi ahihye e de ato agenda 111 e na ese sei ebe cost be se 1.7 billion dollars no eno e yo pepepe ba ko achiri ponson billion no eno no ama Chronicle da Obokrata abomu amane ano
a delegate the Obokrata ni mu awade mampani na de danko akufo adomfoni abetoa enra wakasaye na ninsam ni bi ene wabubu toti mampani tasa land borders no ebi te se paga ene ya ne Burkina Faso ya ne Togo Faso ta land borders ni nyina ya bie enti obi abetumi akwa aba afa nose marks ya tentena ate uduru baabi a obi kura ate ne fie ni mu a obi antam wo a no wa sedete wo no ta nose marks no nso afa de eye enyu wo sanya by force ubetumi ase open so amense Kotoka International Airport wo uduru wanu mu a omu de enade bi asisi wo kurakura yi bi ta uduru wanu mu a ya tese wa wo corona ya se ya kwananta wo enu nsamba ye bebre company na nado trese e wo fro ni otua ka o ni wura so na nto bio te wo bi wa ya fully vaccinated free from no wo ba oturu hanu mu amunya anu manonko wo free anso na wo ko na so ya fully vaccinated ya enu so oduru wa amunya anu manonko ensam da bebre ani bebi ani pesiesia ensore ayase agoprama so ta wo sani nyina wa yafri wanu mu a ebetumi akabo mu aya asore kama senior high school ano enkwada ne ye place wo mu dada afa mampani de aka ho se technical and vocational education ema enkwada no nyansa no dwuma no eno so ya ne free enti ye posu batu wanu mu a aye ni jesam akwada no wie school na obo se sa baya amwa na bro brother kopari ansa waya kanimra sebegani opesi wogina ne yato no so aba o beye general secretary madan kwabuzi adomo tradition and what say papa ne campaign huntuma we declare so obegina na empenimfo ato no so aba Agnes na momolate wɔyɛ NDC mmarahyɛbadwani ɛna wɔka kyerɛ mampanin Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛne n'aban sɛ wɔn anyi wɔn akatua na so wɔn bɛtete so a wɔn nte but wɔn anaasɛ NDC foɔ mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ deɛ ɛmu obi amfoɔ wɔn nsa nko wɔn akatua mu kura sika no mpo ɛnso wɔn mu di ɛna wɔasa aba abɛtete bi afiri so enti mama wɔn ntaate wɔn akatua Dr. Kuamu Aboate wakasa de afa renewable energy ho wɔkyerɛ sɛ betumi aboa yɛn paa enti yɛn nsom yie Ghana Black Stars adesi a wɔasante mantam ne Ghana mantam nyinaa kɔ bɔɔl dɔmpem ɛwɔ Baba Yara Sports Stadium ɛhɔ no mu bɔ ɔma sɛ bi ama nipa kura nya baabi ntu ne nansi na support wɔn de ma Black Stars no na ɛbra adwene ne nteaseɛ so Nigeriafoɔ kura kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ no bɔ wɔn mu ho afei World Cup qualify playoff ne DR Congo hyɛ baako Morocco nso hyɛ baako Cameroon anhyɛ bi Algeria hyɛ baako Mali anhyɛ bi Tunisia hyɛ baako Egypt hyɛ baako Senegal ntumi ante ɛna Ghana ne Nigeria nso obiara anhyɛ bi a Awurade yɛ adom a wɔtena ɛna akansie nkaeɛ no nyinaa bɛtoa so fain na bɛqualify na wakɔ World Cup.
Mamifa define that the Ubokrata na define that the Ubokrata and watch us say COVID-19 restrictions no mampenyi ayi ni nyina de free ho ama eno no wose yehwe ho yie and ni nyina ya yasomsem eno de aba watch us say free senior high school nkwada a wo mu wie school no 367,811 empema ha miensa ene aduosianson aha nwotwe ene du baako ene omunya placement e beka se ye de omate suku ahodo nim eno ena woche se empem wo ha aduowotwe nson ahanum ene aduanan mienu 187,542 ena sabre wo be self placement said ye be ya wo so benya free senior high school ni bia kwa Ministry of Education dey ababetu dwenti ode Dr. ya wo say dutwum wode nimfo nyine ababetu ha sei Sino hydro and watch say Kumasi su benya ne chefa enti mampanya be de eche de ahwa akobo fom a they say 100 km wo mo de ba be hyehye so e wasante mantem no mo so enya wonom ede enei watch say apiate ezi wo mo ba be si adan no abaya bie mu say contractor for no mo nyina mra na wo mo bebede we say metimi aye ni say we say no no mo kwa kwotana se na wo mo ahwe de contract no ye de ebema no define that the Ubokrata and the odi aba no
adahara the Ubokrata ye nim ha wode NDC amanyo coordinator secretary owura Johnson asiedu nkatia infoni abeto abate nanim ada nyafe ene wode Samuel Ofosu ampofo ono si omu national chairman ono de awosmare ene wose ne space no Samuel Salas Mensa ono si NDC treasurer ene ono so aye nanim tedi obi a wo bisa ne se eye me na wo bisa masem no ana wotra se electoral commission arefandi sika bi adema NDC amanyoko aya 2.7 million Ghana cedis wo munye na wo musika ya refund dia mu wo munie sika na ayira ewo mu headquarters wo na wo bisa sa hwan ene wa pocket sika no akwa akodi hwan kotokuom aya 2.7 million Ghana cedis ya wo musisa wo mu Dr. Kwasi Ndom woni Ghana ha de Ubokrata na eken waso wakwa ezai wadani akwatena brochire ti se de Ubokrata na eka no but wajana bodjo set se mrantie de ni bi aya white pa na afei waya kase kakra en wasa space ye watasa Dr. Kwasi Ndom akase free baby a wose aya asembe no waka ye owura yi wa ye ex law school director ena wo bisa se Attorney General Krampo da wo frɛ obi ade no akɔya appeal court judge ya wa mbɔ nipa na mane eno ane so ohun ya ne sɛ ne ti abɛda de Ubokrata mu sɛ Attorney General se akɔya appeal court judge but wo ka kyerɛ mpanimfoɔ sɛ Attorney General mo na mane eno anso ohun wo de Ubokrata mu wo sa ka wa habnu bio sɛ boss wa emfansen ɛyɛ boss wo ɔyɛ storage there were a tema one boss to one and I'm saying yeah jumenti and no nam so a petrol buo a sran echo so money ya jumadia petrobuo ebetumi aba from the Herald.
I mean for daily statement the Ubokrata no. Daily statement and what they are to George say ofori so busumi a yewura mu epru busumi yi na apiate wo mu fiti ase na wo masisi adan ama omanfo a ekuro ni nyina boye wo mu ebi mo hwere wo mu nkwa ene wo ha wo esi ho no wo masan akwa akoti epru ya contractor for no wo mu ekwa akoye adwuma o che se nra mampanyi abiebie boda no ene o che se nose mask upa ena abehye eti no daily statement de ho asem aba ene o se de COVID-19 protocols no mampanyi agugum ama odi aba afi ECOWAS ena wo mo ahyase Guinea wo mo sanko democracy and democratic rule te kabima min kabi no mo sanko na soja ban de wo mo nim se mwa ena wo mo de ehya hye mo na se wo maye ne kete se wo mo nya ne sa se de be a so ebetimi akoyi ama daily statement de ho asem aba
the Democrat me de twaso aya Democrat your friend is Telly Despot Telly Despot anim ha for the local government ononyamfo dan kwakubote wayamra sebedani a wetira ma de se wo okre ewe paymentim and what as a project ya wodo ekoso nani age titiri pa eye Kumasi compost recycling plant no nani age ho pa supply aye drones no ayasoma wonum no 4 million medical delivery free 2019 Dr. Mohammed Bawumia ana waka asemi Dr. Kwamina Dufuo da han say wasi wo jinani ato no swaba NDC amanyoko no abaye flag bearer enti ennei osia Greater Accra executives ya wa ha owie obekọ voter no wasa akọ asa kuntabuo no a en wode aba wotre se NDC amanyoko flag bearer sepone de and said that election emu ati bi atre se Tontamani Mahama no a anakia ne ko obekọ enti what the result ni biaba what rasa 2020 abra wo mo kwa akoyie no Professor Joshua Binya 3404 Kusitando nya 2091 Sylvester Mensa nya 934 Abamba Binya 2301 Dr. Kospio Gabriel nya 1447 Turiti Disu enya 520 Omundi ani nyina na ya testing mic His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enya 213,487 enti why ne betumi abiti no ewa saa akansie mu baby a edro ne de omu account vote ni ya testing mic wonu de okodi America onna wokro no the Bokrata your friend is tell that party e dia wo de ba e bi ni
I mean for the informer the Ubokrata na the informer the Ubokrata and o see asamwa yi ora obeda samwa kan ye Dr. obeda samwa kan ye ene da ho no ene se nka ne mampanyi Mahama Gonjaland Youth Congress wanko ene wasono bi omo eno wasem ewo ahase afei wode aba wa ahase se pa se ye ka NDC amanyokuo no omo adwempo wo mani so ade hunu ene nhyehyeye nti a NDC amanyokuo no wo mo ejina ye de omo jina so ede amanyokuo ne baaye no se ni hobio omo socialist principles no we Dr. Edu ena wode kokobo mo se wo mo sankan kane do no ye nti NDC amanyokuo ne baaye ECOWAS ma wo mo amaginifo warning so wo mo san enko eye democratic rule no eno so ho asem ewo ahase nye sa wo mo ede sikasam so tabono ebeto wo mo so ama eno the informer the Ubokrata de ho asem aba ena local government ministry wo mo apagye wo mo nsa orada mbotwe ka kire Jospon group se wa ya ade papa Kumasi se de opese wo si eye ta ayi kekapi wo ya ade pa nti ono ade nani ko hwe se de esi ko ama the informer the Ubokrata edi mo asem
na the Bokrata your friend is say inside animu what the 2020 presidential candidate Emma United Progressive Party UFP akwesia de wodike oni abeto anomu a wakasa na wodike no wotera say ampani na na dadanko akufu ade ne party omumfa chao pakasia pa ma Ghana fo esan se bose no a wo mu seye no ebu wo mu kom na senti a wɔkasa ne sɛ MPP foɔ ma Ghana foɔ nyinaa hu sɛ His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama ne sato bonsam deɛ wɔn hunu bi da afɛ deɛ Ghana foɔ hunu sɛ Ghana John mom yɛ adenkwa ɛna wɔn yɛ daadaafoɔ nti wɔn mfa kyɛw pa yɛ ɛso paa ɛmfa ma Ghana foɔ TUC foɔ ɛyɛ Trade Union Congress ɛna minority yɛ wɔn mmarahyɛ bɛgye fie ɛna wɔn nyinaa ka sɛ yɛbɛdie no anie abaye kwa akwati petrol so a wɔsi wate so sɛ 15 pesos sabi ya nneɛma si so na wo so yɛbɛsi wo kɔn ho a ɛne ɛsɛ wo nkɔ baabi a nti ɛyɛ wɔnom yɛ paa Dr. Yabanda ha Secretary General TUC Don Abdullahi Jinapɔ former Deputy Energy Minister wɔsan yɛ mmarahyɛbadwani wɔn nso mfoni ɛda ha ɛna afei Pope ɛna Putin Ukraine foɔ ntokwa no wɔn akasa ɛde afa ho a ebokrata yɛ frɛ ne sɛ inside wɔtwa ho aba.
The new crusading guide na mimi di ewie mo boso no e wa ha sei wɔkyɛ sɛ onumonyafo dambotwe ɛkɔ Kumase ɛkɔhwɛ Jospon adwuma wɔyɛ wɔ hɔ n'ani agye paa ama na bɔ ne nsɛm amɔmɔ afei wɔse ɔsoafo abɛdi akyire ɔhwɛ ɔbaadeɛ nneɛma ɔde adom yɛn ɛkɔyɛ ɛkɔkɔhwɛ sɛdeɛ nkyene ne tuo no si kɔ ɛna ɔka kyerɛ Owura Magdan sɛ ye papa sɛ momoa o sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a sidi no asese yɛtɔ fam no emfaso a yenya de free enkyene ye de ekɔ amano ne kɔtɔn no emfaso no ye betimi de apagya sidi no ama na gina na so onimonyamfo mreku duka ɛna ɔde asɛmwe atu edwa wɔkyɛ sɛ Evansia Boabi akwakoba sɛ ne sika ɛwɔ sɛ otuafa visa fraud case bi ho no watua ne nyinaa full ama ɛno so ho asɛm the new crusading guide de
na the Democrat aye friend sɛ Ghanaian server ade ye court no aba wotuado okuta ball baako me ani mfa no kuta mienu na ne nsa benkum no kuta baako na afia da temu no Ghana Black Stars ball papa na watena urade ya adomu a ya ba sign ni Nigeria fo esi akan e ball 5 wa kan na sa kan sie no en watena se o steady game no pa na urade ya adomu watena de ebe make amen na sa ya be sa Nigeria fo no ebi omu wa waso omu tu omu kurum na ya ba be gu omu animas Dr. Wasaya Wadutu a Minister of Education Bonnie da hanum say what as a fedie a free technical and vocational education a free omasase enti a place in Kwadano ade wonumu ato Ghana cares about tampa we training nipa 500 ya hospital industry prayers no womu kwaya atuma wo ho ononyamfo dambote watrese Kumasi compost plant ya medi aka ho asem no eni ate ho pa omu be Kumasi enya major facelift ebema kuro no mu ayo fa enti wade Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ya vice president ya wakwatena katapire mu a waspark ye en wama katapira na so no a ye de tu fam no epeja akosoro kakra se no da na ni pejina nya ebokata Ghanaian no ekamu asem
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie dwumadie so no wasugwe na John pay de bankrata na ni mo nsem an pay hanum senior de esie na ye ba be call inside no de stories no so senior sitie e de abremu na joy wa eguso
Anuanom nyame adaroma isise a ye fa corona yare no aye adwuma pa yare no abrase intimis emre na du si ade san hihye no bebra na wieye nanso mesra mo mo koso mba mo ho ban na mo di mo ho ni obia anwo panie no onkono nko wo bi nam corona yare no nti nimsa asetene mo aye den ama obia munya didie owo me ene maban mu se enche bibia besiye
Wampanyina do danko ekufado nra kasa woni o my Ghana e kasa ye nsem no se ne sitie nhihye a sisi awodi go akwan mu nneɛma a wɔmɛyie fi hɔnom saying restrictions are na ɛwɔ yɛ so coronavirus yi baa yɛ akɔyɛ me sɛ ne nyinaa koraa no yɛyie fi ansa.
From tomorrow, Monday, 28th March, the wearing of face masks is no longer mandatory. I encourage all of you, though, to continue to maintain enhanced hand hygiene practices and avoid overcrowded gathering. All in-person activities, such as those that take place in churches, mosques, conferences, workshops, private parties and events, cinemas and theaters, may resume at full capacity as long as the audience and all participants are fully vaccinated. Hand washing and hand sanitizing points should be made available at these venues. Outdoor functions at sporting events, entertainment spots, political rallies and funerals may resume at full capacity, again, as long as all persons at those events are fully vaccinated. Government will continue to engage all religious and traditional leaders, agencies and institutions to encourage their congregants, subjects and citizens respectfully to be vaccinated to help achieve the 20 million target by June 2022. I'll also urge the media to support this campaign in full.
MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE, Ghana MONTIE. Odisampa bo, kasia bo, kowakata munsa, amaya se, kasia ABOAGYE, onye yimu, nukretrodo, kamadine men kamadine bo, nitafe, mumayentie. KWASI ABOAGYE 100.9. KWASI Bonkwe.
So, from tomorrow, Monday, and fellow Ghanaians, it has been a difficult 2 years for all of us. And we're seeing light at the end of a very long tunnel. I appeal to all of you to live responsibly, protect yourselves at all times, and do everything we can to stay safe. As we lift these restrictions, now is the time for all of us to join hands, work hard, and help put our nation back onto the path of progress and prosperity.
That's what it is. So man penyin na de danko Akufo-Addo nra ensem ode to ye nim na yen share ye asie nko amano so ye ni Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekpo emrahye bejino Jama South Dai na yenni ye enkomo kakra Honorable ye da asimo akwa baba ni TFM so anape.
ABOAGYE that's na etitro the festival for Peki Bali Tongo Tomnya.
Well, so from baby wabobo so nyina no me sure say framantem womo ben border no meboa.
You ben border.
Okay.
Because framantem there and only border.
Omanpanyin nra ensem ode to ye nim ne edi kan eto sen ne mehwe land borders no chichiu because on peso asofo omo ben border ye bie land borders yi senatie but uhwe ne ode to ye nim nyina no kasa woni e kasa no we initial comment wo eto sen pa
we see medase them find me peso asofo South Dine. Then you go west and a bush here. Go west, a border constituency. West, who cry, what border next? So, quickly, you want very, you want here. You couldn't be free. I could see a camera and say, yeah, the normal between the diacro. I said with the stroke of pen, you can post restrict. If you restrict, sometimes there will be pandemic about. Until now, there is about pandemic going coy. control of a said the pandemic is on anywhere in the world. And it's a president, sorry, Sacro, no say, I am lifting restrictions and that no face mask. Yeah, our company, and so face. I have it. It's answer who president or parliament and now they have the friend the pandemic restrictions act and now the executive is account. So has it come back for us to some of those laws? Because as part of time, Nana I no. The one share no response, I will beat you more. It's an offense. The one you took distance is an offense. The for Buddha more than 25 is an offense. What has happened? The laws that he himself came to Parliament for us to pass for him.
But me sure say uti o mampanyin kasa na senya osika no yin say nye tra keke kwa o say efutu efi mpenifo anim difo akuku dam atwotworo apomodin ani eye team task force or setting ne ka ho efutu om de man enu ntina ma otu sa na mo nyina.
This is we say efi na ko. That is adichia baako adisan ne adichia baako. Here is a face man be. Obi a wa pa ne ba mani nse. Enti emrano na tese emrano affect omo pani. One law. Some will be applicable to who are vaccinated and those who are not vaccinated. Enti come here and say they are just like a monarch. Anytime, whatever we like, we do it. Because what system now, it should have allowed the law to work. Enti I know me coming.
So minim say bia metini o kana say sa na tia senye sanso ana bia wabomodi correct me. Say ni o mampanyin ye no enye ne kwan so no.
Yes, it's a thank of Parliament. Say by reviews that when any committees that was setting up any COVID-19 task force advice or mama no. I say a normal air drastic. And the opportunity review that will repeat some of the terms of the laws. What's the Emrano? Then you have to say Emrano COVID-19 Restrictions Act. There are provisions in the law. And the entire Parliament. So that some of those provisions, which will lead to the reduction in the protocols. This is the Umma declaration there, everything there common face mask. Then the law, there's a provision that if you go to a public place without face mask, you have infringed the law. How do we do with that? In the law, there's no issue. The law is that wear face mask or you infringe it. But you see, I was saying, why won't I mention but tomorrow won't face mask. In the law, there's no such provision.
Yeah.
I'm not between the no. Or patch they are reducing the protocols, any restrictions. But there's a long one now by it. So we took that long.
But honorable Mimbisa, so the executive instrument, you know, and also no omampanyin to me, so about parliament, who need to me say be obey to me, a revision and a bibisa.
And so the parliament.
Okay.
So for instance, and I'm not almost friend is something number 8, 28.
28 updates, no.
Updates number 6.
Yeah.
Because on my update, the president remember update number 28. For the past 2-3 weeks, your parliament. But some of us were shouting, saying, "Your business." You are calling me you could have brought this. That you want to revise the protocols and reduce the restrictions. So, here in the Bania Pasiama, then you announce the reduction update 28.
So, Maminkai, Mampinia Semuya Okai, so portions of it, or say, with countries in the ECOWAS community, especially in our neighboring countries, presently, like us recording very low levels of infections and having significant numbers of people vaccinated, and on the advice of the National COVID-19 Task Force and the health experts, I have taken the decision to revise the COVID-19 restrictions enacted under EI 64. Unse okay nyamikinkan sisi omampani na ubisa bibi anana uka bibi a oche se nti omampani ayese o the stroke of pen na ye restriction stroke of pen ya the restriction aba ene ne kaka ho ukinkan o si ohwe ne ekoso bibire manum say ECOWAS ye neighboring countries ya ayese sisi ya no infections no aba form ne edi ho no say nso Ghana for no ayese significant number say yemu dodo na awo vaccination ni bi ena task force a wono te national COVID-19 task force no any health expert if to awodi ama no enu nti na wo tu sa na mo ya restrictions no wo ye fi honom say under EI 64 enu na wo kire se da bi untimi nsode akeke se wode ba mra se bedwem na mo man tumi
because the EI are subject to the COVID-19 Restrictions Act. Any party act, no. Any man is there, he can issue executive give effect to it. Any man, Parliament man is there. Parliament the man is there. Yeah, over the Mother Act now, which is the COVID-19 Restrictions Act now. Who shall face man? Now for public criticism. It's an offense under the law. There's no two ways about it. The only have to see me or no one, no me because me or constituency, me or Tongo Chana, but me man client Bekata.
Okay. All right. So, Yansha border, since our even constituency, Yansha border assembly. And yes, any okay, dear, na border crowd, so I was say, will be any idea, not just we need to me cross and Cobeo.
Oh, border, yes. No, I also said the COVID-19 Restrictions Act. The Nina, a money to me says, so over 2 years, Parliament, come and live, come and open.
And I may be such any crano, Sadia, my opinion, just with Yam Brown, because it's what now a TV should not catch us with beer bottle.
Yes, because it's undermined Parliament. Who now about Parliament saying you are close to the any G2. It is the open beer, it's not about Parliament. See, I was hoping that some of this the state of the nation message, and as a message on the state of the nation. But it has to be on one ECOWAS president from last year, he has been telling other ECOWAS countries to open their borders, and the other countries they have obeyed him. It's no more waketri. Or no more waketri. It's in America. It's called the amendment ever. And they repeat some of the provisions of the COVID-19 Act. If you refer to, then I don't want to fire with me borders. Yes.
Okay.
Because between Enua and Enen, what changed along the border? Because it's a matter of Aditiania design. Then we should have been advised that gradually the movement along the movement in terms of infecting rate across the border. And once you know you are opening the border. Those are the kind of things that we are facing. But what to border me are cut and put to one day will be border without any information said that improvement in terms of infection rate.
But Honorable I have just read this portion. Your Mapenika, my camera is here. It was not just Osio can be border no.
Okay,
oh, some kind of said or see or any cause to ECOWAS infections no abba form. Ghana for do answer. Yeah.
What are the figures? When you talk about infection rate, we're talking of who do efforts to see that that's PCR test before that would be $150. And to go for say even if it's the test in our person, the audio test, but you cannot want to stand the want to. And the addition at the time, proposing when you see that there will be no PCR tester. When himself would do a bit to meet him 10 hours until we do Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes. So do Ghana or Baba, I didn't think I saw on your 10 feet. It's all those things. It means there is no transitional zone. But they are not paid their means.
But honorable mo so na makasa say adie yenyi fi ho taxi
Akwesi.
yeah
Yeah, kasa. So and one thing I say anka border with last year Franco maybe. That is why there was for him to close the border in the first, because our borders are properly manned. So we will be now cover unapproved. I know you want them. Like our borders are properly manned. Yes, our borders now between Togo and Ghana, for instance. It's a very simple process. I will do immigration for one. The very amount. Marcos. But here the assistant conform from business they go no pay. But I not paying. That's it.
NTCC ano ezi Martin NTCC ano me pese me no view but me musa se CC ano nia anamo mampani diegu borders ye bie PCR test ye all the restrictions say be no marks in fi ho sa niama no oye no se wanye ni yi anabia emra se bedwem a wanfa emra na mana ya nya amendment enu na bia ye mo problem no
enu na me problem because of money the man all by posting restrictions about parliament. So if you want to leave the restrictions, come to parliament.
Okay.
That's all we are saying.
Okay. All right.
Me
da see honorable. Let me show you pay. Honorable Roxy Nelson Dafiame po mrashe Juno Jama Saudai. So nasem ni tietia se yes nia omampeni abande wo musum but omampeni afum ekwan bi so san se wo ba be impose restrictions no wo ba de beje tumi mra no enti wo ba be yie fi honum so a won tumi nsore prekope no anka se okay me yie fi honum sei won mra na executive instrument no eno so ye mo omampeni tumi ni de ka ho adwin kire 0503721744
Ghana Montie all the sampa Kasia bo Kowaka Tamunsa Amaya se Kwesi ABOAGYE Onye yimu Nukretrodo Kawagile kamadini bo Nitafe Mumayentie Kwesi ABOAGYE 100.9 Kwesi Bonkwe.
With countries in the ECOWAS community, especially in our neighboring countries, presently like us, recording very low levels of infection, and having significant numbers of our people vaccinated, and on the advice of the National COVID-19 Task Force and the health expert, I've taken the decision to revise the COVID-19 restrictions enacted under EI 64. At this point, I want to express the great gratitude of the nation to the leadership and membership of the Ghana Health Service, to all other health workers, and to members of the National COVID-19 Task Force, the outstanding work they have done in bringing us this far. Ours has been an all-inclusive national effort, including the security services, public and private sector agencies, religious and chieftaincy institutions, charitable organizations, all of whom have helped in bringing us this far. I hope I'll be forgiven if I single out the Church of Pentecost, the Catholic Church, and the COVID-19 Private Sector Fund for special praise. They all demonstrated exceptional love of country.
Okay. So me ba be see any issue bi na me pese kwabna ne akohia betie na wo maboa enchichim so asemo mampanyi kan na ni nyina tichi gina Honorable Nelson Dafiamekpo, Roxy Nelson Dafiamekpo, nkomo ayi ni di ye ene se omanpanyin afom wadwinche wo ho senatie sanetie emra no mpamtwo defo amamutie ye hwe ase ebenya ye mpanyifo na ye ne omuso edi nkomo ni se executive instrument EI64 no Johnson or this restrictions di baye no enkeso sanko parliament na parliament sama no tumi ana amendment to the EI64 no I chese opeso you restrictions ni fio no say ontimi enso de prekope no man kan kire Ghana for say we yi ade afio Ghana for ye kura su ni ese o man panyin restrictions but well say you see o man ye de mra ne de kekere so ade enyan de na enye you.
With countries in the ECOWAS community, especially in our neighboring countries, presently like us, recording very low levels of infection and having significant numbers of our people vaccinated, and on the advice of the National COVID-19 Task Force and the health expert, I've taken the decision to revise the COVID-19 restrictions enacted under EI 64. At this point, I want to express the great gratitude of the nation to the leadership and membership of the Ghana Health Service, to all other health workers, and to members of the National COVID-19 Task Force, the outstanding work they have done in bringing us this far. Ours has been an all-inclusive national effort, including the security services, public and private sector agencies, religious and chieftaincy institutions, charitable organizations, all of whom have helped in bringing us this far. I hope I'll be forgiven if I single out the Church of Pentecost, the Catholic Church, and the COVID-19 Private Sector Fund for special praise. They all demonstrated exceptional love of country.
Well, so Babinani Akosia.
Yo,
So mubechemu asensu media.
Enti ene mami fiti ase. O se wo hwe ECOWAS aman a wo mu a. Na wo hwe ye nuanom a wo matwa ye ho ahia, etitiru ni wo mo ben ye no. Ene ya ye kasai. Ete se ye ya no. Se ye ka COVID ade no infections no a. Enkosuru bebre abafom pa. Na ye kra de wo hwe ye numbers no a eye nipa dodo nso a wo mo akwa vaccinate no eno so ye pa. Na efutuo a National COVID-19 Task Force afei apomuden empanimfo wo mo nyina sigina ye de afa ho no eno ena enam so ama COVID-19 restriction no ede EI64 no ebaye. Na sabre ya ye wo mi die opese o kire se nani asode obia ye empanimfo akanifo a won mo Ghana Health Service afa apomde adwuma efo nyina ye ka COVID-19 task force no a wo madwuma so a wo mo ye aboa papa ama baby a ye dure emu ye na wo ka ni say no na oman no enyina ye ka security services enyumakuo abanyumakuo ahodo ankrankra nyumakuo ahodo afei esom ahodo na nanom atena nkonwa womo ekuakuo ahodo afei womo eye papaye womo free womo pem ye papaye me kire charity organizations ene womo bua ye nyina mo ka ho bi ene ne yadru ba bi a yadru na wo kire se se de wosi ka no enkoba se bi obebubo din na mom wo ka Church of Pentecost afei Roman asori no ene Ghana COVID-19 Private Sector Fund womo nyina wodamo ase moya de maboa se moda odo adi sronko e de kire wo ma.
So omanpanyi enu ansem ode tuja minko amana so Honorable Andrew Kofi Ejapa Mesa imahye begino Jama second D Sansia Deputy Energy Minister ni Honorable Ninkomo kakra teach you some omanpanyi de tuja enra eni nia Honorable Nelson Dafiamekpo abetwin adwen aba so sisi ase omanpanyi afom enka so the EI64 no sign the AB amendment e de ba parliament house na wo mo hwe no matumi ansa na wotumi aye bibi sei yene ne ni nkomo kakra ona bo yeda se mo akwa baba ni TFM so
Yeah, I believe it.
enro ansem o mampanyi di to yenim update number 28 nsem na pie fi mu ba ye no say na tema on yedi kan
Yeah, with it. Okay, and then I'm my get birthday. In 2 minutes, exactly the president address.
okay
But typically, the announcement of opening of the standards border now, or a part of campaign, also to kind of expressing gratitude. I cannot the area of the agents, both private and public, for more COVID fighter, yeah, no COVID so clearly numbers no we reduce significantly. Impose that much threat on the now we form open standard borders. Ross, that's your book.
I see EI64 o mampanyi before the restrictions neighbor no the ba parliament to me ema EI yeah restrictions ye adwuma so mampanyi ntimi nsore just a stroke of maybe pen no on fan the pen no ntro no be gina TV so may restrictions ne fio enye sa na tie send your beji mran be fa parliament sa yeah executive instrument
Parliament.
me bisa no ba ma se beje ni mre ni and was here oba beji tumi no won ho se ntie so oba
beji tumi won ho executive oko parliament na on train oko parliament the offer of parliament what they bisa and that's not line no don check na mass Mohammed bisa executive instrument on legislative instrument and like will they were parliament after 21 days on mature parliament again executive instrument president no authority and constitution to the man as executive instrument the other parliament of it.
just well, I mean, it's 42 because
executive instrument on parliament. Why would anybody accuse president there?
in future, no to go in so.
Politics no because some Russian Ghana, Ghana some of the how we are able to have the brain Ghana for the Abepe would have had conversations on the able to be collectively think development to happen. So we are waiting precious hours talking about this man. Don't you respect? As you be angry, but that accusation they make, what is the basis? The I-64 year making reference. It is the president who passed secretary. Exactly the president. Why now? Based on advice from experts. Inland and sea borders in real. You come and see that president was or not the parliament. Not the parliament. But with which authority? Agree?
So pure politics now, yeah, and pay honorable Roxy.
The close borders are hey, the way borders are hey, PPR.
Well, ye din komo kra anapai na or can be said o man penyi kra no just restrictions here if you I say ono ana waboni trim. So I drew the attention to a near man penyi ekaye ewo ni statement and I just even read it to him and I said okay well Oman Penyi said with countries in the ECOWAS community, especially in our neighboring countries presently, like us recording very low levels of infections and having significant numbers of our people vaccinated, and on the advice of the National COVID-19 Task Force and the health experts, have taken the decision to revise the COVID-19 restrictions enacted under EI 64. So Oman Penyi said, "Wan swadia kekekwa na ohwe ne ekoso ebibrem meto sa we di man o say Oman Penyi says ebibrem dia ECOWAS community on fa figures nimre what on to me man one be kan kire akeke say the neighboring countries figures no were him on fa metu enim ne account.
You see, I aware that Friday was not very national.
Yeah.
There was no conversation on that subject matter among the party leaders.
How cry no so man penyi wa check because no catch the member state ni say we mun yi restrictions if you
Oh, this is the fear of my man copa. Come on, something to happen. Because what does it mean?
Okay, so me patio Gina Sugar Kramami, Mensaka Honorable Dafia Mekpo Bium Ewamano so. So Nia Ubisa said, what does he mean? No, Omra no me boy ni intimiyanti say. Honorable Dafia Mekpo.
Yeah, Adame, that yeah, meta. A weekend in letter and coming in for second day, but maintaining uncle. We are what you call we are in the casa. But number one, is a me uncle, the Japan the EIs are issued pursuant to what? All the EIs on the COVID-19, the president issued them pursuant to what?
Honorable Japamesa. Honorable Dafia Mekpo Mimbisa say EI no are issuing pursuant to what? Pacho say ubeyina no amamia.
Okay.
No, any constitution.
Pacho Honorable Dafia Mekpo say ubisa no monyi ano na pacho memo abemi.
Okay.
Excellency the president has powers. Question that the EI are any process of parliamentary approval. I'm asking you a question.
But the question obisa no uya no because obisa say EI no omu issue in pursuant to what? Say uya no ano ani etimi odi no so abanye because I'm here on so be obeka say unyi ni question na no ne account.
That we passed an restriction act. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who, if the president would introduce a product, I need to.
Okay.
But I'm saying that, assuming that I don't even know the current legislation, and there, Excellency the president does it require parliament to approve?
Okay. All right. So Honorable Dafia Mekpo.
Abadi.
Wasem bisa na ubisa no anu ye no ade ma yeah.
Anything na why conference on they are member.
Me na me moderator me ntimi kan chem se me am me moderator no na ade ne kobo ni am enu de ntimi kan chem se ma memem.
Mate. It's all the visa.
So me me see anu ye no ade ma no we are okay satisfied with it. So then go to the question. No?
At all. It's not the president didn't get up to issue the executive part of the imposition of restriction. One sorry no yet. He did it pursuant to the Imposition of Restriction Act of Parliament money to on party. So and in that law, there are clear provisions on the things that you do that will breach the law, including that if you don't observe 19 protocols, including the if you are more, and so the numbers we have given the president the power to issue EI to indicate those details. It's over said there was some time, not more than 90 people. There was some time, not more than 25 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I am saying, if you want to lower the protocols and the restrictions, come and amend the imposition of restriction. There's a law on the imposition of restriction, which is in force now. I am not saying the president should come for approval to pass an EI. A Japan shouldn't get me wrong.
Is the question that the producer that you say that the president is supposed to come to pass or he passes an
I am saying that EI, in respect of the restrictions in question, he needs to come and amend the matter law, which is the Imposition of Restrictions Act, because with the for example, number 28, number 20, the average number 28.
Yeah, but Honorable Dafianko, if you now will about the Imposition of Restriction Act, because earlier you didn't command it. Now you are referring to the EI.
No. Earlier, I was telling you, no. You see, UTM here. You see, with the EI, he has lifted a lot of sanctions.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, those sanctions are still existing as a punishment under the Imposition of Restriction Act if you breach them. So first of all, come and amend the law. Then you can issue the EI to that effect. That's all I'm saying.
So, Emra now come on the law now see on be amend the Imposition of Restriction Act no.
Yes.
Okay. And you say bia omanpanyin say bia EI 64 because who kind ni omanpanyin kind na ono che say wono or yeah EI 64 na ebia man kwan mo timi ye ni oye no eno na oye hu bibi. And if you refer to
EI 64 no, it's also is pursuant to the Imposition of Restriction Act. Imposition of Restriction Act no, it's also pursuant to the constitutional provision of Article 21. They didn't go under Article 31. They went under Article 21. Who gave them power to impose restrictions under certain conditions. One is the outbreak of a pandemic.
And in your and you insist on my opinion form.
I am insisting that we're from because he hasn't come to amend the Imposition of Restrictions Act. I check that law. It's still in the law.
Okay.
Roxanne Dafiama.
Honorable Mesa.
Roxanne Dafiama, boy. What did this?
You tell me.
Did it amend the substantive law?
All the amendments pursuant to GR64. There have been about 12 or 13 amendments. There's been so many EIs, and they are all pursuant to the Imposition of Restriction. Okay. Now, if there's a great departure from the terms of all those EIs, including that nobody, now persons are entitled to go to places without the imposition of wearing nose mask.
Look, Roxanne.
What is look?
Wait. So are you suggesting that if it can
Hello?
the substantive legislation could be amended for what
Yeah, honorable Dafiam Kwoti Enka.
another pandemic arises. Want us to go and pass another law?
Hello?
Honorable Dafiam Ekpo.
Yes.
Oti enka, Honorable Messiah, Kasa, Oti enka.
What you say?
I'm saying that the substantive legislation ought not be touched because there could be another pandemic tomorrow.
No, that is why it is called COVID-19 Restrictions Act. It is very specific. It is to COVID-19, not to any other pandemic.
Chairman.
Oh, look. Go and check the law, my brother. We passed the law together.
I don't have the law with me as I speak. Oh, give us the specific provisions relative to that.
I'm in the village. I also don't have it. But I know that the title of the law is in respect of COVID-19, not to any other pandemic.
Imposition of Restrictions Act.
Yes. Check the long title of the law.
COVID-19 in its title.
Yes. It's related to COVID-19, not any other pandemic. Not to malaria, not to not to any other ailment.
Malaria and syphilis are the pandemic.
No, it is respect of COVID-19. Yanku Mesa, Senior Mesa. I beg you.
Assuming, without admitting that that even was the position, I'm asking you, what did he say? That
Sorry?
is what defined the scope of the restrictions that His Excellency the President had. So why can't he do the same with another executive?
No, but you have to come and amend the terms of the Parent Act. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Which says that I can't go to places without wearing nose mask. That's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm only saying that we should stay in tandem with the law. That's all.
But what has been done against the law?
Is that you have lifted something, some of which, the observance of which are still an offense, the Parent Act.
Which is the Imposition of Restriction Act.
Yes. In respect of COVID-19, if I go to a public place, people like, take your cameraman to roam a lot of public places this morning and see whether they don't have notices pasted on their doors. Those no nose mark, no entry. It's in respect of the imposition of Restrictions Act.
But Omanpenyi can say from Monday into Fiti and Economy,
I am exactly. So I am saying that when you do the wave of the pen like that, you're also undermining a law that is in force. A policeman can arrest me today if I don't wear a nose mask behind my steering wheel. And he will be right. Because that is what the imposition of restriction has said. That before I step out, I should be properly, I should wear my nose mask properly. But that portion of the law has not been lifted.
And Tisiano, also just the DNS, so Omanpenyi ba Rashe dream, and I am
the Attorney General to come and repeat those portions of that law. That's all. I'm just drawing the attention to something. Well, I thought the governance is so you may have brought over 30 years. That your mind is averted to it. But Japan shouldn't work it as this thing on this matter.
Yeah.
Thank God for it.
Mm-hmm.
Act 1012.
Exactly.
A long time. An act provide for the of response with of clause 4 at 21 of the related matters. COVID-19. Where is the COVID-19?
Japan.
So you see,
Act 1012. So hold on. Act 1012. It's in respect of COVID-19. Act 1012 is in respect of COVID-19.
The object of provide powers to give effect of clause 4 of Article 21 of the Constitution. In the event of an emergency, disaster, or public health and food. So you see clearly that Parliament they did fraud. All events apart from
Empacho, Honorable Mesa, just to add, because Honorable Dafiama Kwasu Ebia, we need just to add, in fact, all kind imposition restriction act now. There's nowhere who say about COVID-19 crowd.
At all. Nowhere. Because it was clearly anticipated. Apart from COVID, tomorrow there will be some other event. Normal president, our EI at any point necessary. Guys.
But still, even though Honorable Mesa even though COVID-19 was not mentioned, no, you don't think Omanpenyi send you okay because our imposition restriction arty yenya COVID and no need restrictions na imposition of restriction arty ne man to me there restrictions ne by who free send you okay no and who here say e see it me e famra kwan so ne ma ye clear na
you read it. Also, the president may acting with relevant by executive post restriction specified in paragraph E of clause of Article 21 of the Constitution. An instrument made under provision set of A. The duration of person to whom the restriction, the geographic area to which the restriction, the facts and circumstances for in paragraph A to D and any matter central to that this act. What by necessary what it means the president say by executive remove all the restrictions. Exactly what the president to confuse the public.
okay, all right.
The president
I could see.
Nyaka yenja metie for na
No, I could see. I take strong exception the phrase that I sit on radio and confuse the public.
that's exactly what
Because that is not what I'm doing. I'm drawing attention to the fact that I could see. Hold on, Ejapa, relax. You know, Ejapa, can you allow me to talk?
Honorable Mesa, Honorable Mesa, Ejapa Mesa, Honorable Ejapa Mesa.
Apologize to who? The people that you have to this.
What are you talking? Can't two lawyers disagree on the law? Is that not our training?
That is the law.
Are you the court? Can't two lawyers disagree on the meaning of a provision in the law?
Anything that you suggest.
So why are you doing this morning? Why are you this intolerant? Take your time. You made your point. Let me also speak. So don't go to town and begin to say things. Is it not our training that we can disagree on the same provision in the law?
Your disagreement is it in accord with the law?
Yes. Why? That is why we invite the court to make pronouncements. How is it not in accord with the law? You have refused to listen to what I'm espousing. That is fine. But let me espouse my point because I believe in the merit. So don't run ahead of yourself. Ejapa, do you want us to do debate or not? I have pointed out the error to you, so I refuse to accept it, and that is fine.
some of these law. So if the law is so clear that your accusation that you made against the president cannot stand, he sent him to apologize. Apologize to the president and the people.
Ejapa, can you stick to your point and stop this propaganda that I'm confusing people? I want to hear propaganda. You are espousing some interpretations to the law. I disagree with you, and that is our training. Yes, so that is your view. But let me also say that my accusation.
So, Honorable Mesa, Honorable Ejapa Mesa, in Pacho, my auntie, Honorable Dafiameko. So, just to repeat, maybe.
Hold on, Akwesi.
Yeah.
I want to ask Ejapa, is he aware that in my constitution 2 years ago, a pastor went in for being in breach of Act 10:12? Is he aware?
How am I going to be aware of what happened here?
Thank you.
You
and
made
it was because
allegation.
it was. Let me hold on. And let me give you the court. For the Mando Circuit Court. They say he was in breach of Act 10:12. What did he? He held an all-night service.
And Pacho, mommy and family tree, mummy.
Oh, you see, or your software or your all-night service. Please call on. Microphone said no smart. Microphone no more. So I think that time that president said he shouldn't be more than 90 or 25. One of those numbers. He was found on these 2 counts of the law. He went to jail. A pastor in my constituency. It's kasa, bufu, emotional matter. So where I be apologizing for espousing my view on the matter, that there's a need for the Parents Act, the terms of the Parents Act to be amended.
Okay.
Rossen.
Mr. Good morning. Bye-bye.
At you and I.
Bye-bye.
Honorable Dafiameko.
Yes.
Now then, Kunyane Kasa also say bye-bye.
Now, Japan, some more kafa me like it's right for him to.
Yeah, no kafa.
If you take
and some more kasa me has to apologize. Apologize to who? You have your view. You need to express your view and say that you think that your view is with the law. That's all. Don't tell me that I should apologize. Apologize to who? That as a lawyer, I cannot hold a contrary view to what you hold on the matter. And I'm giving you evidence, hard evidence, that my constituents have suffered, have gone to jail because of this law. So if you wake up one day and say that nobody to wear a nose mask, and I think that go and amend contents of the parent law, then you want to come and rant on rage against it. No.
You see the word you are also using?
I withdraw that. I withdraw. It.
Yes, sir.
The young court section. Offenses. A person with the executive issue under subsection 1 commits and is liable to a fine of not less than, not more than 5,000, or to a term of imprisonment not less, not more than. So clearly, the offense to the executive of the president.
Mbacho, honorable Ejapamesa. Mpesi edin komo. Mbacho, honorable Ejapamesa. Mpesi edin komo. Yeah. Honorable Dafiameko. Let me. Mami mbisa final question we need face. You see, the point of honorable Dafiameko is say, yes, fine. Working kind. The imposition of restriction act general was made general for. To me, fan say be any pandemic and disease be we can just refer to this imposition restriction act. But there were some specific restrictions that, I mean, targeted at COVID-19 by, you know. And no crowd was such example. Say, I'm be crowd soon. It's me. I could jail on the constituency near account. So those restrictions, like Don't, because you don't see in the Imposition of Restriction Act say one say nose mask etiamra is not in the Imposition of Restriction Act, but there was emra specifically says that one say nose mask ubetimi akogye in the account. So those in particular honorable ejapamesa mamiwi those emra na buy no sisi anti dem manpanyi kasa no ni nyina efiri ho ana. That's what he's asking.
Oh, yeah, them no ask the point is, some specific restrictions to offense. EI 64. And so if the president amendment of those restrictions offenses will be contained in the executive.
Okay. Honorable Dafiam kwa oti ni oka na se de.
Listen, the okay. Mr. Japase. In fact, senior brother, Mr. said that update to number 20 constitution on executive is that's it. That's it.
Okay, so maybe
that's it.
So obey you and no near DSC.
Thank you. Once that professor can or say it is pursuant to the content of an executive instrument.
Yeah.
Where is the executive instrument back in? Update number 20, which is taking effect from this morning.
And Pacho, honorable Japamesa, my and San Quich, you obisa say. And Pacho, or say, so update number 20, does that constitute executive instrument? Anna?
It was mentioned an update. Is it his expectation that the president would have come to the EI yesterday? What kind of what is? We've spent 35 minutes.
Okay.
It's a Japan aware that the EI64 has been amended like 50 times. Yeah, way. They've been issuing a lot of amendments that will affect the terms of EI64.
But does it take away from the legislation that the president?
That is why we call it amendment. The president says it is taking effect from this morning. Based on what? The things that he says or our law.
But Rocky, who's an executive?
And now, you tell me, you are saying that what the president says is the law. So tell me how executive instruments are passed. And whether they are not passed in accordance with laid down procedure.
So the procedure is what? It's not the vote of the president that you are saying.
So you issue executive instrument, you don't even gazette it, Japan. Hey. The man spoke yesterday and says the lifting is taking effect from today. It appears you haven't listened to my concerns. You are just bashing. The man says it takes effect from this morning. Based on what law? What the president says? We are not in a monarchy, my brother. We are not in a monarchy. We are not in a monarchy.
Oh, my. Yes. Early from the
But honorable Dafiamekpo.
Yes.
Sir, executive instrument EI64 kura, a brave trim kura, but in a minority for Yamoka say, I dear trim. And indeed, if you go to the Imposition of Restriction Act, Section 4, okay. No, but hold on. Let me finish because hold on. Honorable Dafiamekpo, Minna make us a woman
amendment to the EI. 13 different amendments every time. Anytime obey your announcement, you see that they either bring the amendment before the announcement is made. So they will issue an instrument to reflect the announcement. And I'm saying that this announcement, which is a wholesome lifting of the protocol, how is the law in place reflecting that? And my brother says, on TV that.
Okay, Mpamcho, ni aka ni menja meti for councils. Madam Asiwa. Madam Asiwa papa. Oya semu. Honorable Andrew Kofi Japan Mesa. Mrashe Bejino Jama Sekendi, Deputy Energy Minister Samson Renimni. Honorable Nelson, Roxy Nelson Dafiamekpo. Mrashe Bejino Jama South Dai. Ononso Renimni. So Renim for Kasa. Na Adeno. Hey.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. All the Sampa. Kasia Bo. Kowaka Tamonsa. Amaya Sa. Kasia Waye. Onye Yimu. Nukretrodo. Kagile Kamadine Bo. Nita Fe. Mumayentie. Kasia Waje 100.9. KWASI MONTIE.
Atankona penu fana kwasi abwaje darling boy ensem hudu omo agintadua eyi ekugu ewemu a inya imisa Ghana Montie efi nita fem so.
Dr. Anthony Insiansari, a health advisor to the president. Enra update number 28. Yeni hun komo kakra. Dr. Asimu akwa baba nita fem so. Ya huya papa. Umpum suboko die. So, me kind portions of and some of my opinion the two job, specifically now because straight near Bissau BB. So, with countries in the ECOWAS community, especially in our neighboring countries, presently, like us, recording very low levels of infections and having significant numbers of our people vaccinated, and on the advice of the National COVID-19 Task Force and the health experts, have taken the decision to revise the COVID-19 restrictions enacted under EICT4. So, these words underline health experts. And our phrase we a health advisor to the president. Una mama mampeni futu se ebraso se restrictions me and share nose mask. Yembie land borders. COVID-19 testing the kanwe PCR ni antigen ye gumu ana ye jai. Muna mdi se futu mama mampeni on.
National tax force. Everything in ACA, everything is the organ, the war, the subway. The pie be a banit out when the be a cafe. Running in a cook mono. The yellow strategically, passively from time to time.
Na anope yankomo die honorable Dafiamekpo Mrashe Bejino Jama South Dai kan bibi bra na mekenkan portion ya mekan ma osisi ayo mampani ejina so se mfansa anomo a wotu na ECOWAS ana bibre mu asem ya na okan se ohwe ye neighboring countries na infections no I say abafom kra no say wo mampani ntimi nyina TV so kan kire se infections na abafom sao figures no when fan the NHS ECOWAS a bibrim han say ntie land borders ni ye man for again say because so sure your first case kura ye nya no cases are recording ni na afiama no na de bae enti figures no mum fan to dwane hu de na aka efa BBC a working
No one also now home call for say for that man from enco and no plan a same call for on cancer I want to about so Kasasi ya yana mtese saa kutu na sivisa ya mkusi koda mkoda wapese wuhuru isisi ya WhatsApp ready anyway asime kusi ya wawe corona onkubie na ubie umai ya yana di ubie ya wabachirabna ya kisi ya omo ya active cases omo you took the out of the could be wide of the book in Nigeria or be the whole of Africa. No matter I am and yet on my like I said, to go for the what you say, Casa, and you need to say, that's the I'm said, that the ambition was at the end, person. The one national COVID-19 task force. say I reacted 2 years ago. I am walking. Yeah, already. Yeah, organ. Yeah, already for Ghana of it. And say, well, but yes, I want actually a year money the whole by what way. Ghana. And I think hopefully region also for water region. So that constituency power in water account. They have been giving democracy as a paper in the border. That's a be a number. The issue then was subway. And many do why it did. And many do why it did. Yeah, and your policy.
So,
can it's policy.
mm.
Yeah, it's like it's yeah, we are yeah, actually, it's near. Be in it. Who are for anything? I'm finding for Alfred, your mother, for only made it in some good. It is just be part of it. You also can put them back. So, around what of the situation, the worst of region. Actually, I know for word. Or there are a lot of websites that we are who they every sub region, every country to whom is okay. They can wow.
Enya de ye beda asore ochina na ebi a ye beti se well ade ya ye se ye fi ho no restrictions yi nyina ye san de ba na ebi efutu ekọ ye no na ye hu nyama bi yie we ya ade a betimi esisu pia ka se no ya hwe nyama mu yie as expect mu hwe nyama mu a ebredu enu ntina mo de se futu di ma mampani.
Yes, and you have a man that I did a country and go who how with the Pia. They were quiet a papa if I'm called for. Okay, yes, I shall log that. And in our first week, second week, third week, fourth week, or quiet in a day that we see the idea. The one conform F workers so far. Wouldn't be also. Okay, yeah, the malaria, okay, oh, yeah, the epidemic. So your book by the content and then way. And you also a epidemic. Yes, abba, and yes, the bay we say COVID IF for 1 year. Also, the house, yes, but also it is this has been yes, a good. Near you, but I deal perhaps in Gucci in a case of one. And they will love the both private and public. If you obey, only at the zone, if you will name for also to put by you. You can say, the master said near man, you can be a bandit. I award a bit. Think up, what's your office? How we share that through meeting, our no, don't I him. He can buy him a bit. You can say, I need a beer drawn. I don't do one. That will vaccine. I am bought the way to be a vaccine. And I'm one. I don't want to be so. It's a progressive of the district capital. Then if I do not at least wow, yeah, food. People walk on the other one. The be of the come back. What will you think? In that package. I did a penny that. It is a master. The solution who said, yeah, we think here are honor for the A. For who people, the department, and the assembly of positive. And for Kessel, the call. I could continue. And I go fishing the field. The young cat maximum in Shakura. Ya will come office or what? Okay, share, but put the maintain one I all. A fine night and you have to go over.
Yeah.
On your feet, for better will spending about the bus. And shit. After I say anything, Max, like I have it. Frank, I know I say, I'm washing, or and crap. Yeah, yeah, baby. So much. Crab wire, it is a Colorado. And then, what is a sanitizer, Empire Honda. They are the we all the other coffee, and the other office, 35 about the bomber. Again, she's over at the bomb. And the kid that would be able to go up and all penny that they are 15 a piece. If you got a bag up, say, a quiet piece. That if the whole will be all bag at the head, they can say, what's in that bottle? Who was it? You know, exit here, if you
Doc Cheche Mukakra o. Asema o mampanyide tu dwen na wayɛ apomdifo ekuku dama mu tu no foi. And just you say ya ye fi amanoni eba be wura Ghana no. A ye fully vaccinated. Ya wo ye mpane no me fan say mienu na ebi kura ebia obi kura the booster apeso ne ye ka ho no. Ye nye PCR. Efi bebi a ye firi ba ne nye PCR. Me enye. Ye sanso bedu nsu a mon test ye antigen no mon nye ye. Na adeɛ nso no sɛ wawo wo yo ebi wa utimi nya bi enti ɛno nso nye dangerous sɛ ebi a obi a on vaccinate ye enti nipa yi ɔno fully vaccinated na ebi a wonya bi na adeɛ hyɛ ne ho yanya ne test yanya hwe yamo ewurem na wɔde bɛsan wɔn nso ɔmo bi na ɛno no kyekye adekonti ama yɛ take sa ɛyɛ decision
over Kayati. Yeah, we are tested for 70 hours. Now we are fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
Sana and Ebe.
Yeah.
Test you in I was the first thing I got a do call at the second. That's that we have no call. Anka will be our own test you. So now we are as a way negative animal. The last year, Oban. January this. Yakuti. So I positive. That you have a dear own help protect. Admit. The fact that when you be we shall waiting your sound. In the end, what they will say. That therefore, and was a couple of boy. The gun and their uncle. The bear will be eyes. There will be or our party. So the party, Nama, Arrow. After the fact, any. If you say no, there be also the one who ye. They should keep a party.
Okay.
Who party? There's no. It's not too quiet. I then I don't do up a baby. I want to leave. Go party in here. And only one mouth. Into a more free country has what a one. It be depends the country across our open. Over here, the artist. Most of the countries, PCR test. Moving now by the water. The basis. Come a beer. They go down here. On Germany. How could you be Eddie? So told the other. I went to the other at the phone. As I would do restaurant too. Who would tell you? I'm going to pay of what? Wouldn't you be friendly? That's a deal of one party. Couldn't be much. It's a whole Ghana passport. When you got a new Ghana passport for money, now the group. That's a Russia.
Okay, back on pese ubwa mi kakra ohane ye. Womu a womu ba womu nye fully vaccinated no. So womu produce negative 48-hour PCR test result. Hono krampo de enye no hia me but nyam pese o ma ye chechem kakra ma ne se woni ni bedu a on arrival no ye be vaccinate no. Binim se binim ho no ma ye omu hu se omu de me nwo bi. Me kai sa tennis star ya bem so kopie Australia and no koya nsem bebre go di court because on person be wo vaccination so ebeye inshare say yes one word ya ye man wura man no either say be wo ansa na we wura say na tie eno no so minim mmra no say na city ho honum say both say be a Ghana because say we Ghana for ni
Mrana say, "Unye Ghana or Pani, oh my God, what did you do? Amsterdam and the land to the Emaga. Because what you call them say, oh, bar, kind of hand, also you fully vaccinated. There will be a free. I want it. I want it. Oh, vaccinated. Yeah, on your for your two. Your own work. So we can tell until you can. Ubia, in Ghana, Ghana, here no war AstraZeneca. And one fully or Pfizer, when you're fully back. Or more than when you're fully back. That's a more for our class. Ghana had it for ya. Yeah, and man is a mission to call country.
in pacho mincho no first part na mi busa no na uchechi mu no because me kind nyoma panyi di tudwa no say citizens and foreign residents in Ghana who are not fully vaccinated will have to produce a negative 48-hour test result.
And I remember one. Okay. Yeah. On your Ghana. As on your foreign resident. Foreign resident. Yeah, what is resident permit? Yeah, wow. On a year, who took quite no babaka. When the crew. That's what Baba here. On no foot, our yeah, the cover. Una, you could cut a master but a bear to test. Or no, what way test the off fun. That's it. Positive, one the off fun. Or castle on war. Put him in Pamperman. I acquire the baby. That is background. Your point, but it is fast. But the mention was so far, more of them start one. Yeah, so far, the woman will be away. Because Ghana have service, what have for the woman of and don't translate, and don't call a children. The cat be out, we will see. Now, we are negative. Why you be activated? We are negative. I wouldn't say, we take to be able to come back. Now, by a test, that happens. Right, it's about I get you details about if you are, we have some problem. But such people, no class, no, we have problem. And so, we think about Ghana. When you're fully vaccinated, that's when you're vaccinated. So, we declare it's fully Ghana health service.
Okay.
And from the airline,
okay.
There are a lot of inconvenience. It didn't do no more panic. I said, yeah, or war back. You can work on. We do on quite a heavy open for the game because of but foreign, I wouldn't resident work. I will crack foreign. Ultimate is a play with a Ghana. When you're fully back.
Oh, okay.
And the same thing for land border. Any seaport.
Okay.
So we are Nigeria, we are Togo, we are Burkina Faso, the land border. Only nation. And Ghana is the ultimate. We are Ghana. Yeah, master what Ghana has. Our resident, who call any yeah, or person Baba. When you're fully vaccinated, we are 48 hours.
Okay.
A fan of you, You can say, you compare, see a bit of we are now there's one of what I actually told me or say, we maybe do what she now come back. Now, I'm going to open it. One of us will do a PCR test. Vaccination in use. When you have a boy, boost the vaccination targeted. Let me actually targeted. There will be a 20 million. A question some would say it will be that I'm showing you better will be.
Yeah, I know Brass.
COVID-19 boy. No brass here. I know if you president.
Okay, that's unpaid this year. Let me shop.
You must be that.
Dr. Anthony Siansari, your health advisor to the president, and pay need 100.9 Ghana Munchi so no as you go na yeah that's so pim yeah share yeah and common teach you and pay akwaku jina yeah and some man penyi to dry update number 28 fellow Ghanaians within 7 what the bre yeah na baby akwaku dui ni chechimu amete Dr. Siansari abrana just ade na akwaku yeah say asa ampe wansema for vaccination one wa any wa semwa baby edu because yeja omagumo say me fan say me say bia ma wo fully vaccinated ma wo booster no crack ho enti yade ensu nkoye enti minya bia eno ane say nka bia nka ye be kan wato na bia betimi do wako wo mu no eno no nyame ya daruma enkoba na sa ba yade ane sha ho nti wu kwabna say bia me fan say wo ye me ba na me de san wo a wo na wan hwe a nyame ani wofofi a na wo ko se sa na pa ne dia ben wo na tena honom sei
Baba kwesi ada so e wo ho
oh no the meaning but I'm sure say the various polyclinics in your kaka honom yeah
omo de bae no
yeah.
It's last week you can hear ho ana omo say hospitals in nyina ukwa they say omo come market we say market bi wo ho a omo wo clinic ya emba no ko e di ekwo we no e no be ko no bisa ubenya bi wo ho o si sese kra no e wo mu a omo kon sorry no omo akwa Sunday no na asofo na ka kire wa wo obi no nurse ni nurse fo mi enu wa kire ho ko ne ko wo bi omo wo sa enti de ayaresa bia e ben wo no wonim say government hospital no wo de bopini ho say wo be vaccinate omo be kire ba bia wo be kwa abako enti we no enya yira kwan kra wo de small hospitals wonim say government hospitals no wo de nya bowura ho na say wo ba be wo vaccine ni bia omo be wo e na say so e doso ye de wo ye wo ba ko ho Johnson & Johnson Pfizer eno na ye enkwala no omo manya mfinhia dunum e kro no e ma pemfo Pfizer no wetimi awo no nso bi akọ say yes ma pemfo de no mo so mo ne omo manya mfinhia dum no 15 years no omo betimi akọ no makọ wo bi enti abna bebre kwa e no mo de aba
I don't know kind of Pfizer Pfizer
okay that's inti Pfizer no no na ye omo manya mfinhia dunum ene ma pemfo de no omo betimi
corona o ka bibi
me tese sisi asade a wo kana ye ja ye nyina agum
and you the upper man one and am ho
because we say ubisa question na pa na me shame
yeah there
say the ubisa say ti doctor omo free amano no ba no say nipa no wa na onwo ya ye nyina e beti agum sa no kan ya pa na say asama ba esan say no ye ntesi obi a enwu say wanya bia na onya bi
yeah so I mean if I'm fully vaccinated and I'm saying say na no kra me de miti me call you know Dana who's American for more booster if I'm and I'm go be some say I'm sure meet me will be an I'm so I mean I will be in team France panya ne dear and I know my way see a man for bebre away see Ghana Hanum say booster no a biasha see o ma wo bebre bia wo almost my one mienu ya ebe wo mienu ya wo ye mienu e bia shase booster no bi ho ma man for wo booster e wo Ghana he ya enya ma msi Ghana he ya aman for shase wo booster no wo mu a wo mu so bia efi no shase wo baako akɔ ne mpire no so amanfo ahyase wɔ nti de sɛ wobɛtena na sɛ so nwa tena hɔ nom sɛ kwabena wanwa wɔsɛ wada sɛ obi de bɛsan obi a wawɔ onya na ɔde bɛsan na sɛ ndɛ me wokɔtetɔ a wasɛm a enti ɛno no need 100.9 Ghana Montie dwumadie su no aso goi yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ asɛm foforɔ so ne yɛnkɔ hɛ saa nkɔmmɔ wei nso a ba bɛtɔ dwei na ne nyinaa fa sɛ petro boɔ ne nea ɛkokɔ so yi sɛnea petro bebi a edu na sɛ na wɔtwe mu yi sɛ ɔkae finance minister ne edi nkɔmmɔ ɛde nsɛm ɛde to yɛnim a ba bɛtɔ dwa sɛ aban ate almost I think 15 pesos ɛna free ɛyɛ petro no ɛboɔ no so per liter diesel kra nso deɛ nso wɔ diesel bɛm sɛ is 14 pesos asɛde ade na Federation of Labour nya ne nteɛ sɛ nya anamo aban tu ye no omani nye ho enti yensa ka twetwefo panima Ghana Federation of Labour enye omonko a ohwe eye the bonkrata the insider enim ho da ho see TUC and minority unhappy over 15 pesos reduction in fuel prices enti NDC amanyuko no na ofa eye TUC sponsor I say o major lie almost say 15 pesos aban yekodi no ani ora Abraham Kumsin Secretary General Ghana Federation of Labour ora Kumsin da se mo akwa baba ni TFM so anpe so ni akin kan no sa na tie say Ghana Federation of Labour mo che say 15 pesos fuel prices yi enya ade amoni gi ho mpacho sa na tie
se wa kan se engwa news laka no I confirm that
kase bi ampenfo kan se ne wo don nsem no ode ma enti aban 15 pesos na bi office betimi aboa e na ono atu sa na mo ya de enti na mo mani enye ho Ghana Federation of Labour mo side mo cheche ade enti na mani nyi 15 pe mani nso eno no
let's be very good. For those government, and you're very on. Yes. Right. Can it solve problems now? I face. Well, come back to here. Will be the honor say this or that. That we are against this government. Come away, you know. 15 pesos. That means all. 15 pesos. Not 50% though. 15 pesos. I open transport. Obviously, they are going to increase their rate by 10%. I'm not saying it. They are saying it. But for tomorrow, they are going to affect by 5%. And the one here, I was not for advice to talk about it. We or that. Society. Now, come together. Name of my abandoned as it is. Yama, it won't be that. It's not for any union to talk about it. If you are to from tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do. And what is happening in this country? When price goes up, I think yes, and then the price of goods going to high. And you know, you may have because media who the upper and no more you might be say, so people can behave like this. Media who's a more put it away. Not them.
Oh. Na anopedia ya yode.
Oh, we're not helping. We're not helping the function well.
How?
Because even if you don't talk, I think that yeah.
Ukasi ankasa said is it nyao ebia nyao pese ya kana ebia yen kana ukasi ankasa no.
Oh yes. Like minimum house of you know, there are more animal articulate, we are more light mind. Now, so your name, we are. Some of you were talking. Some of you were talking. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but we know the road has not been played in previous administration. What you did know. So a boy, a biner, and one now we are the touch up which was there. The things for the system work all of us. I mean, what the other? I saw for what the other. I am what? The whole, I don't know what's happening. Why? Why? You're going to take the way we are behaving. No. Wait there. Punishment will be there. All of us. Yeah, who was that there? Yeah, say who talk there. Be there. Keep quiet. Two of us who talk. We are anti. We are ended. We are his. We are not. Try to play that politics. You don't know what happened. What say? I didn't say myself. Look at the number of residential staff. Look at the numbers. Look at the ministry. Duplication of almost that here. Now, what will be paid by 20%, 10%? This can solve the problem that we are facing. But also, what are they doing? What are they doing? I mean, you try to want to continue now. Any pressure for pressure and by now come the 250.
See, that means now buying he said, I'm going to brainstorm where I want to see 15 pesos. No, who do you saw my tree?
I know that where you stand cannot pick up sex phone. But
I don't understand. No, welcome to
maybe it's not way. It's very difficult. You are already commentary. But
no, I'm supposed to. It's a my opportunity to speak. No, my opportunity. No, me busan sem. Then no, I teach him. So and that's what I'm doing.
My children also know nowadays. It comes to government. So seeking opinion. And then you have the right to do some summary, and then let the people say, including NTBR, family, but don't say when you never go here. No, because some of us, the things that look at them, maybe look at that. They will be framing before you. Look at them, will be framing. Why?
What you say? You didn't come over. Will be from no do attempt.
I was see it happens.
Oh,
it happens. One, why? I'm telling you. I call me number two. The case is fall on them. For me, as I speak, not to be a maybe. Okay, the previous demonstrations are here to come. Demonstrations are. If you like, I will send the pictures, whatever. Beautiful. Dr. Bannon, Dr. Mono, I did the demonstration. Yeah, yes. That was about utility. I know but we met the street. Yes, we are eating. You're not the way that working. Why the workers are stopping? No, why do you behave like this as leaders? I blame them. I blame the TUC, the leadership of TUC. I blame them. They are part of the problem that workers are facing.
TUC4.
I'm saying it. And we'll meet them one of these days. We'll tell them that they have undermined, they have tried to undermine all that we are doing. They are part of it. As long as I did white issue statement, or even the finance minister will come out,
And Pacho, Orakum say that Zania Mano and fair on them. They are not here to speak for themselves. In Pacho,
I want them to react.
No, Pacho, because then it means that I'm giving you the platform to maybe denigrate them and I'll be Sam Pacho. The same thing. Say, be a platform now can be found one. I will not be happy. I'll tell the person. Say,
so we can be from one. For me,
Debbie.
I don't care.
No, you have to care and patrol be me as a person have to be fair and balanced and make can't you dear. If you don't care, me I care and patrol.
Okay, your platform will use the appropriate platform to address what
I hope so. But me as senior make a say it is not fair for me to call someone say na only pakuno bana say bi obeki can say and some fata fan ho and you fair on your person then I'll say so the person say I don't care that's not how ye juma
I will draw what I said again.
Mati midas
I will meet them at the appropriate forum. That one there. But not there.
Okay.
Whatever the outcome.
But you're not happy with TUC, me boy.
At all. Not happy at all. The way they're behaving. The way they're behaving. Because it is for us all to come together as organized labor. Have the nut there, we have nut right there, we have the water there. All this is alone cannot be issued in statement. On the number of circumstances, have even not come out. But the way that is behaving, we have to say something. We should all come together. We should come together and come out. The government will say, hey, they are together. The way we are behaving, government knows they are divided. They are able to break us up so they can do anything. They don't care because they are not together. That's what is happening. That's what is happening. Organized labor, we are not organized. We have a meeting. So after this now, I'll let you know. Have a meeting. The way I want to behave, So behave, give me that. You see parties. You see that help Kuma gain independence for this country. You see it. You see, I don't take it.
Okay, all right. Welcome, sir. Now, who are demonstration?
Demonstration.
Aye.
Whatever.
Stop, Munya happy. Munya happy. Nyank Ghana and crying.
But if we are organized as workers, then we can what you are asking me. But as of now, no, Java alone cannot hit the street. Another goes out to not make any impact. The effect will not be felt by government. And they are happy that we are divided. Who don't mind them? They can't come together to do against that. That's the problem we have. So there's a need for us to restructure. Ourselves to be able to, like this, we a year, sectorial problem. Yeah, it affects only CRTU or whatever. Because if CRTU try to change the effect, the effect, the impact, will affect everybody. Everybody, the farmers and everybody will feel it. And when it comes to such a year, that is where the intervention of organized labor. The battle is not for only CRTU and their various trade unions within the export sector. This one, it affects the whole country. Everybody is going to feel it. So in this situation, we don't sit down for the GPRT alone to fight it, for CC or this concern, only fight it. It's our fight. It's a collective. That's why if you have friends at the TVC, tell them. The way
Okay. All right. Welcome to Daciano Penyami Shapa. Abraham Kumsin, Secretary General my Ghana Federation of Labour, no pay need 100.9. Mamimra, student man say na Akosia ne Kwabna, and maybe the one crata on for mine. Not me paying for Madi Jibril, a member of the NDC communication team, Betransi George AC of the MPP communication team in Subetransi and pay normal bois with Adrian Cora. Only Akosia movie the one crata, mammy.
Yo, Mamma Daily Graphic, and Cratafa Tosu do nine. Here pa. Ose free TVET, fiti na eni yenka se eni hodada e wo hodada na abaya shemukena enie wose afimpinu ne aduonu ba kwa afimpinu ne aduonu mienu school placement no nyame adom ni nyina ba out de wo mo afa ene wo mo e wose wo mo ye self placement no wo mo de aba na enie What Chester say, Ministry of Education, Wakasa Free Technical Vocational Education Training, TVET initiative no. Abind the Aba Suku Ahodono, secondary schools Ahodono, the senior high schools Ahodono, a senior high technical schools Ahodono, and a TVET institutions in so ewa one more ebenya free senior high school initiative no, TVET the enso eka hubi. Enunti what say, and they were nkwadane fa more placement. More placement no ho. More enya placement no. Ubeye self placement. Let us say ubekwa udo ho ebekwa kwotu school a ewo ho nim. Self placement school no ho a eno odo ho bekọ na ode akwa kwohye mu bie. Na no no say Ghana TV service no wo mo Ministry of Education ase academic year yi wo mo fiti school ase busumi aye kwa kwura mu no computerized school selection and placement system no ye adwuma eti sabre ye yi fa ho kokoshem the TVET ne dia ene wunya free senior high school no na wunya free technical vocational education training ho mfiafia ho de adodode na wo ho ni nyina no wunya enti awofo ene die yesese Ghana da uba ye gba ne se akwada no obewie school no okuta adwuma ene nso de enwuma hudo bebre kwa ene wo kire se enye kwahwe akwa adwuma okọ school no na so onya ne certificate ebeboa ene nti se wo hwe ha wo de aba na me mbobọ oboso na ebia na oye wofo a wo se TV sector no se agriculture mechanization technology, building construction technology, auto body repairs, not just omo ye car body no, and more architectural grouting, wood construction technology, hospitality and catering management, cosmetology, electrical engineering technology, electrical machine rewinding, general textiles, heavy duty and diesel mechanics. Industrial mechanics, mechanical engineering, craft practice and motor vehicle engineering. Cyber creative art technology, plumbing and gas fitting technology. Printing, electronic engineering, refrigeration and air conditioning mechanics. And small engines repairs. Welding and fabrication technology. There were information technology and IT, and there were computer hardware technology and technical drawing. Eti we mu nyina ena eda ho eti wo ya wofo a oba no nyansa no dwuma edo so boa.
Kwabena graphic na daw anim.
Emi de
Graphic na okay. Kwabena de na abekan no. Ghana Times akosia before abekon dey be page 10 graphic. Kwabena kan Times new year. Akosia here page graphic page 10.
Okay.
Story be passport office. So Ghana passport office from Pachomumbi radio ni ye. We actually take be a farm who say Baba King Kana Montie. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Mumbi radio ni ye. I say me farm home. Come got times.
Abusuafo de amediwie aye ononyamfo George Mrekuduka. Onu aye deputy minister for natural resources. Ana waka say Otu anamon eko ada asongo. Baby a womu etu ntine no. Ya bra wako no wate say a lot retam fo aya de pa. Aya Magdan group of companies ni bia. Me no ka say West Africa anum say womu tu ntine pa. Anu na ya the largest salt and chlorine alkali manufacturing firm. Ewa West Africa anum say ya. That concession I had ama wonu no. There's 41,000 acres. Ewo adasongo. Na salis we ya demand 15 years. That wanya wanu muwetuma. Na wabo na baso pa se womu ya de. Ensi se pa womu di atu akwemu no. Ama uko adawa no muwa. Ipa bebre no a enya etuma eye. Na ba kukura wo kan ne se wo sebe se afe ba akupeni aniama bi te se ESR footprint ya entempe ya ebu adese wonu na enika 1,000 local women enterprise entrepreneurs ya a free ada womu ya bricks ewo ho na 3 million interest-free loan scheme wa eno nso womu di ama 20 unit toilet facility ewo lonya rehabilitation access road we ɛkɔ hɔ afei ya nneɛma a wɔn ayɛ scholarship wɔn de ma student educational materials no ne nyinaa yɛ nneɛma pa a owura magdan ɔyɛ de ma wɔn mu a owura mmereku duka ɛbrɛ a wɔtu anamɔ kɔ hɔ n'ani gye ya wɔbɔ wɔn mu aba so sɛ wɔn ayɛ adeɛ pa.
Right, so I was here before I no some kind of so passport will be letter watch. And I think it's very interesting. That's why I think I'm you can kakra na passport office for MONTIE ye. Na Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration for MONTIE ye. Na muntu anamon emfa ho. Graphic page 10 muhu ya mpamtro munkoto bi graphic na mo amonken kan na muhu. But ye boa no pay so was it passport office must come again. There seems to be rot. There seems to be rot in the issuance of passports, especially the 32-page booklet at the passport office in Accra. I applied for a passport in November 2021 as I had a school application deadline I had to meet on March 10, 2022. I applied online with the online passport application system, where an applicant is given the option to choose the 32 or 48-page booklet. I paid for the 32-page booklet and went through the various processes to capture my biometrics, including my fingerprint. I was given January 28, 2022 to come for my passport at Accra. And when I arrived at the passport office for it, I was told by the officers that the office had stopped issuing the 32-page booklet. And so I had to reapply again for the 48-page booklet. Meanwhile, the office made no refund of the money I had already spent trying to acquire the 32 passport booklet. This is unacceptable, and some may lose opportunities because of this insensitive decision by the passport office of Accra, of Ghana. I recommend that the passport office print the passport for those who applied for, who paid for the 32-page booklet, since most of them have deadlines to meet or need to submit their passport for study or work opportunities. The passport office print the 48-page passport for the applicant who opted for the 32-page booklet, and the difference in fees paid by the applicant with deadlines to meet. The passport office must refund to applicant fees paid if they cannot print the type of passport applied for. Please, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, look into this and address the concerns. Ghanaian citizens must be respected and not taken for granted or frustrated in their own country. Fred Osei Jima, Dansuman Estate, Enwadi Efri, Enwachro Graphic Editing Team Krata Enum.
See, we nipa we brain ekum. Krata yi, ena kwesi bo nipa ochro ye Fred Osei Jima, awo Dansuman Estate. Na ose kamia ye say enwoma bi koso e wo passport office a ye nim say the passport office the enwoma bebre no koso na wose te wo hwe 32-page booklet no a ye wo dada no a kamia ye say mpanimfo yi no afiri ho nanso Fred say ono passport office e wo Accra ha say or apply ye e wo online November afimpinu ni aduonu baako esan say na esese okọ school bi enti e wo so nya ne passport enti March ya busumi ya ye wom ne da to so du e na eye deadline na e wo so nya ne bibia na nka okọ enti o apply wo online aba fontentan woma so e ma ne passport application system wo fa sa process ni nyina mu e na ye de to ho say ye wo 32-page ye wo 48-page de he na wo pe booklet no e na o se o tua ye o tua 32-page no na otua 32-page no ewie ye efa process ni mu nyina no se de be capture nanim den sa ye de beto machine so afa wakwa ye ni nyina wie e no mo man ni date say January da to so aduonu opepon bo so ne da to so aduonu nwotwe 28 January omra na omra meje ne passport e wa Accra ha afa wo kokoduru passport office ho a officers na wo no ka kire ne say 32-page booklet no mo agya print etu so mo agya print a on sign kono apply for no say how na onko apply 48-page no na 32 ne de o agya print na so we mu nyina na o mo kan ye no ni sika na wo tua ye for 32-page no abusuafo wo man fa ma no waye de esese oye bia na otena se di no ohwa wei eni kwan se ye di edi no ensan se akwanya aba beda ho ama no esese bi okosua de anase adwuma bi a wo hia passport ode beye no enei no abono se de osi kan de na chese we anya enti abono no passport office that wo mo be print passport wo be apply na watwe sika wie na wo be ko ne ye be ka cha say stay 32 ne de yemfa ma obi o ne de e ha adwene enti ono osusu say anko okoye no ke enka nche ne say 32 no ye jai ye wo biometric bibia wo ho enti ye ma 48 page hia bi soso anko ni problem woni how bia wo ho anko obetua den so ma anye ne saa isika no so a wo ma mfa ma no ye ka say ni deadline ye de ama no so a wantumi anhia na kyese akwanya na abeda ho ama no abono o ma mfa ni sika na ama no ena printing yi so no just was apply for eno so no e process na just obeye bibia for enu nti Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Monsha asem yi mu yie na monka na ehia Ghana fo nkrofo bebre ena eha wo mo Ghana sa wo ye Ghana ni de hye e wo se ebu e wo enwuma a wo mo maye nneoma na so wo som ye no e wo so mo de buo maye na enkyere se wo mu ye mfa so ana se wo mo nhye ye nkete ma ase de ya so ye kon emia no abra ye ya yete Ghana memu ha sei Fredo say jima Dansoman Estate
Medasi Akosia so Akosia ne kwabna hanam sei na de bon kracha no ye di si me do ma papa makin kama e braso se empenifo so ba betena sia no pe na wo ma boa dwinche nsema ahodo atodua na wo ma cheche wo ma dwen afa ho ma di Jibril a member of the communication team of the NDC and Ura George is so communication team member of MPP empenifo mienu transe anope ye ba be di enkomo need 100.9 hey making kind message CBN na dia mobile bomb me say me dia de bia mobile me o. And today is your birthday. Me mami penyi bia na wodi na woda. Auntie Joyce Asa aka Auntie Ajwa of Obodan. Ma nyami nshira na wa woda oba kwesi mesi nyami nshira pa
the work of Yaman Homeless Edge, Tonton Sansa, and would need 100.9 FM. Sanyaso at the work of Yaman Homeless Edge, Tonton Sansa, and would need 100.9 FM.
If you now watching, hey, Chemwa, the baby, I said news now, but why pay so power? When you're in the crime, I'm saying Wednesday or so, I'm paying you State of the Nation address. Then no bebas with the anya, more news. Say, Finance Minister and come on cry, new year. And now update number 28 is our pay so. And the State of the Nation become the anya, not as a, no, the another say, ye dim sa. News no bebre kekekwa. Hey, I say more, my Ghana mo.
Ghana, Muntie, number Sanyas at the rock of Yaman Homeless Edgy Tonton Sunshine, and will need 100.9 FM.
Tomorrow is your birthday, Madam Joyce Asa. Anapa Kanasa, aka Auntie Ajua of Obodan. You'll be 80 tomorrow. Sir? Okay. I'm a Meridian Hotel near sea Greenwich line, so Guatemala here. One more call Torre to her, sorry, and put the dear Fachem. Ah, Ghana. Can you have see your crowd? Banako Secunde. Corresania Stadium, no man pay you for seeing no Corresania SIA Stadium. Oh, my bank cranny. I don't need to buy this. Yan shot dear su ye cra. Bibia near Trahona Titia Pansam. Yes, I dear near Dubai, near London, near New York, near KWASI. Ye man. Yeah, dear. See ever has you. At the rock of Yaman Homeless Edgy Tonton Sunshine, and will need 100.9 FM. At the rock of Yaman Homeless Edgy Tonton Sunshine. Mammy can comments nibi na me mammy pain for aquaba. No permitting king kind comments nibi that will move for us, papa, Namanoa, on in for. Musa Bato Kumase was say God admonished leaders to show care and passion to their followers. Act 2028 says true leaders take care to look after their followers. They are humble enough to reach out to the concerns of other people. That's one here from Musa Abatwa. Dear no Edbai. The only new thing in the president's speech is opening of our land borders because none of the restrictions were enforced. Nightclubs, sports, stadia, funerals, among others, were working until yesterday. That's Alex Kofi Yarani. Adenta Commandos Research no di eno edbaye. Mustafa Lower Manya Krobo. Ghanaians are mourning their falling economy as a result of economic mismanagement from government officials. The CD to dollar is on its knees and fuel prices are on its wings. We need e-sense and e-brain, not e-levy. Ghana belongs to us all. Let's contribute to its development and it will benefit us all. Long live Ghana. Rainbow Kaswa. Or say, please find out the syllabus for the TVET schools. Check whether they have labs, machines, and equipment. Glorified TVET is dangerous. Joe Tema. Hey, yes, MO. Hey, free TVET. Bitri Brim from Aberwanko T region. Nanado, we knew what you can do. That was why we voted for you. But its obstacles and dirty political propaganda, that is why we don't see your good deeds. But we still have hope in you that you are the best. Yes, we know they're not. We know that things are not moving well after the COVID-19, but government led by Nana Baumia, indeed, have transformed things. DJ O'Malley and YOC and Omdianobai. Enoch was Samankesi or say President Kufuor and his government benefited from the COVID-19 pandemic than ever so. Why are they blaming COVID-19 for their failure? They should spare us. Ghanaians know that NPP has failed and not COVID-19. George, Mamin can comment now. So, okay, so maybe you want to help him with the benefit. Enoch, so any benefit, was it? The NPP government benefited.
$450 million into say a benefit.
Yes, oh no. No, George.
Baby, oh yeah, oh come on, oh, dear, no, I was. This is also I could take a booster big crack out.
We are that.
Yeah. Okay, 450 cents, $1 billion so can.
Oh, Sasemi, I would pimp me. You will make us a baby. I'll bet me.
Say 1 billion. I will say 1 billion.
Yeah.
What's it?
What's
it like a 430? What's it like a 430? Nanka endorse. But 1 billion so. Me intermodi enu so ye. And can benefit no. So say 430. That was the 430 endorse one. 1 billion be wo ho. Enu so e. Nyina endorse.
Sigano.
Enya ne ekoji way for a papa.
$2 billion.
And now kwaji dey 1 year. And now obi am sa sika no say fa ya dia wo say enye. Wow. That's 450. Then say palamunya. Send a money. $100 be well bank. Then
$100 million.
I say the 330 near the 2 ja. 100 be well baby.
Into the 14 account endorse. But it's $1 billion as well.
Then can you pay economy? Look, there was revenue shortfall 2020 was 13.1 billion.
Me say, and I can say,
and expenditure overruns 14.2 billion.
But among that one,
who caused the overruns?
No, say because of free normal
free day.
I think how can say economy new year juma and kasa no man nyina nye sika e baba.
Is free day?
It benefits no
that be there in free no. Uma so and then meet you who come out. Meet you to me in fact told me tell more than the time of
building back.
Meet you me water bill of ye as I to subio. Name na meet you zoom lion baller as I your baller fee because you see my fee COVID time. They're going to just ask now is who use me their mobile. I don't see what boka.
Need 100.9. Me paying for an opinion Babidin come Madi Jibril NDC communication team member and George AC FPP communication team member. George Akwaba.
Yeah, I mean you kwesi aboagye ahonfe.
Weekend on your mom saying.
Oba the other room. Bibi aboko.
Nice one. Madi. Weekend eko ye.
Yantimi share go ahane de. Make us say ankoye. In fact, you see.
And you only hope that
Nobody.
No, you see, for me, that see. That is where we get our analysis wrong.
Okay.
That's why we get our analysis wrong. That's why we don't correct our issues when it comes to Blaster. When it comes to Nigeria and Ghana, any formula. That rivalry into amount for ball no based on that. After that, the team you look but if I has a kotoko. Once I has a kotoko besia, euphoria no ball no different. Pass be free our ball new next then if has going to play another match any kotoko. It means
same to kotoko.
Into your assessment on this idea and when you went here, I think you don't get it right. And Unim has a koto as a Ghana Nigeria. If it's a coach in your crapwa, who the player be two about but because Ghana Nigeria rivalry. So if you look it beyond that, and again, the team knows why I buy.
Give them a dog's chance.
No, but you see, again, you see, the select team na afraid, you know. Any player will try. No only player will try to exhibit something. But you see, now. Our second leg. You see, me. When say ni post to the cap, what she go be like I say oh,
Africa
but you see, I will give
save back.
I will give the Massy Ghana support, you know. But you see, the last minute win of
2013 stadium.
But you see, what do you say? Nanka hasn't got to go where I bought her. Nanka and Cassie COVID. It could have been full that same day. It is that anger for sports is there. Some kind of entertainment is there. But I think that the booing is so more rule. It is on.
And Andrew and Jordan.
Yeah. It is.
Okay. I'm changing on.
It is on call.
No, that's expected. Arrowhead.
Tell him.
Fire.
Let's watch. If you watch the ball, it's at times. Jordan one. The ball boy even Christian Palace crap on one. Me too bad. But working rate now comes coaches Eshwe. Then what contribute into the game? What you say? That is why, in fact, Christian Palace but at any given time, the coach be up working rate beyond you so no, and you can see his working rates are in the game.
No,
see, go in there. Second goal every fair year. No, say the fact is it's for me. I think that we were so angry for the goal. We are so angry. Yam 2 year book and can see game no. We allowed the support to control the game. That's why we couldn't. In fact, if they are play, in fact, over Nigeria game one, that pressure will go to Nigeria in Lagos because they will not play to the crowd. If our players now come down and say, "Yeah, but ball game," you see a even better game than what you played in Ghana.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying now. Mention same fuse to George. Last week, when say Yawadana, finance minister near Dean Komo, some of the economic measures, brainstorming course so and pen focus the first quarterly cabinet retreat omukoshia one penny me say finance minister the details in Bible to him or the details no Eddie aba to him and niama and she share buying MONTIE so far in someone beto dra wadwin chere wo ho na ye meko update number 28
mami down TF MPP for area that more Jumate I'm breaking the 8 now. Yɛnyinaa kwasi o yɛnim mmerɛ a yɛwu na emre yi enye emre a sebi we be ka say abrewa adu since COVID-19 normal ama yesika sam emu ayeden kaka emu ayerem enti budget a for Stamford and finance minister de beto edwa for 2022 November no meduba etwa afi etwam ye can say ye better so by 20% expenditure no na ye koye nim no ye hu se da bi wose ye san ye bibi eka ho and ma crunch retreat no a normal retreat this one was special and ye ko peduase ekọ bobo normal and ye hu se da bi yanye atu hu che normal bi ana anamontuo bi a ebe ha ye nkakra ye sika no hyehyɛ titiw ne sɛ yɛde ani ato sika bi so si yɛbɛ raise about 6.9 to 7 billion ɛno ɛda ho ɛsensen hɔ me na wo kasa yi na yɛne da so paa enti ɔsi yɛhwɛ ne yakɔ ho babo sika ayɛ expenditure yɛte so ɛkakra enti ɛno anamontuo na finance minister ɛde aba abɛto wɔ sɛ yɛbɛtu anamon bi a ɛbɛboa ama saa ɛyi adi mu ebi ni say okay besides say about cut expenditure by 20% across ministries departments yeah but side to anamo ahwe say amo ya executive any na be die chie ni ministers amfoni obia ba yi about 30% e wona katua mu e de aboa say sebe yemfa moa na oman no sikasem hyehyɛ ne nkyekere no ebeko eyie enu enanchei wasan ka say ye tu anamo ne ahwe ye be kate well I de ma aban panifuo ni nyina by 50 munchemu mi oha munchemu mumu mienu 50% enti say bia kwesi aboagye we entitled to 100 cedis yeah ye be ma mu 50 cedis an ye be ye ni nyina ye de boa na ate ye sikasem enhyehyɛ no so enya ministers executive of sa enhyehyɛ yi ebi ebeka wo mo nti omu ye enhyehyɛ bi a ye hwe a ebeboa sɛ sikasem a ye bedie no eba fom ya nya no sa ebe ha adwen edi kan council of state for to an almost allowances no omo di mu 20% dey check because we nyina abeko consolidated fund ebi mu so na mini abako lo eduji tamaklo o say yen dedicated fund for it it's not a bad call anyway because something say a consolidated account mu akwasi betimi ayira abebe francis so so call for dedicated fund ne kwan so ano no betimi aye sa call no big deal about that enti yakoye and again wasaka bibia fa say bia yesikasem na nkasa nhyehyɛ no apart from you levy for to come for any ahun was ebeboa ama yenya sika bebre oni na dream fees even though difficult ewo ho but osanse e-games e-commerce and e-bb ni nyina beboa ama yesikasem abasoro
EVAT.
EVAT, okay.
In fact, EVAT, sorry.
EVAT. Nina, na need that so also say, and also this sika ebeba kakra. Expenditure year can asem yakwesi. And they say, Fabio, COVID year anyway, no. Expenditure overrun. I will be some meka 14.something billion. Nina translate to about 9.7 billion. 9.7% of GDP. This year, who say our financial administrative act? Yeah, say then go beyond 5% of expenditure as deficit, budget deficit or overrun. But COVID year and the last year, no, you go beyond that. And the first 3 years, you operate within that band. But after that, you go beyond that. And you can't soon you befa amana san abafom. There are within the this year your target is 7% of deficit. And no one say be ni anamontua ye tunye any sacrifices. Ako we mu nyina so for to stand for ye and she say no ebe save ye 3.5 billion. Say omo mu tu kwan akwa brochie the number na ebe ko no ye kate
cars fufura ye be kwa import aba fi Dubai fi US fi Japan ne no ma no ye hold on contract fufura ye de be ma ne no ma nyina ye hold on ongoing ones no ye be koso awie ne no ma ne de ya age atum da ya age atum eno ne ye be ye na say ye de fufura eba ne no ma no ye be hold na be say about 3.5 billion. Bakusu eka ho by third quarter and no bebem negotiations with the IPP. And also independent power producers. I knew a more can say a 2 years can of bros. A day in here and no my no more can. The BBA year we are going to save about 20%. 1.5 billion. Ghana see who they can work see we are talking of about 5 billion. So nyina yesika sabe ye betimi save a dear bakusu a kan ya kwesi part of the measures no be there me as a former student leader as a president no enya me de bebre but lecturers ani age ho sa universities no so obemo you win you from government budget no university authorities no dey omo there. But Akwasi,
some reaction also from minority no crowd.
Good. Akwasi, but me as a student, former student leader, no, I am the baby, winning the NT. Akwasi, the action is strengthening the hands of the university authorities. You all be raising, no, I don't know, they be running university, no, private universities are not who you. And what it means, they say, Omu be determine fees now, Omu be factor those things into it.
Yeah.
So because I buy so my block money. Until I buy first no was kebi or the blow. Until we kakre become one so. As I say I buy so okay me try ebia 10 million. And no one me the bema so ebe buyo enyo. Until the aka no na was so open the social. University authorities do omo pay. Me man. University council. Omo dia omo nya no omo pay. But students know how is it going to be?
My name George now okay. I don't know how I made my thinking. I don't have too much info, but my thinking said one of the faculties, and I be I'm France, not maybe school. Schools or University of Ghana, almost University of Ghana Business School. That's how I see it. Because you himself, he got to a point. They came out. They were one of the schools at University of Ghana. They came out with this system where, apart from say a buying. Admission to the system, no. They also did fee paying, where ubetimi tuya, they will give you admission.
I see the whole universities need now. Foreign students, I don't think quota na normal students, no. Say be 80%. Because of these policies, I'm pushing it to about 60%.
Okay.
So, I'm the from to nature say fee paying for no, ebe take it 40%. What it means is that we see what me are passing within aggregate 6 to 24. Now, what's the winning admission automatically? They be cut it down because we are ready. I'll aggregate 28, aggregate 32.
So you think ebinimu?
Yes.
Ebe drink. No. But no. Minimo.
I'm not saying ready so for 80%.
That's what I'm saying. Let's look at the model at University of Ghana Business School for you.
It's good.
And see, say. SAR system now no issue no. Was it affecting?
Okay, you mean your analysis on that.
Yes.
But ABOA in terms of revenue generation to
because they even were doing like evening school and then they come home. So fee paying for because evening school in their account.
Okay, that's it. But say well because I buying the control that quota for regular students. You get it? It's normal they call evening sandwich normal. But when we jam they will regulate the normal time.
And you see, I would say regular student for the sofa.
That's my fear. But the other aspect, mama is solace kakra. We see any baby are buying student loan scheme now. They will the Ghana card no back on. And see what it means. They say the University of Ghana Business School and a medical school. ABOAGYE a fees of 5,000 cedis for a semester or academic year. A buying loan no should be such that it can cater for that.
Okay.
So say what your fees now hostel way. A buy now it be a 10,000 for the year. Hostel fees and then feeding grants. Now was our loan because after all 4 years time over we do man what year. Do you get it? was here near factor those things into
Judge, I mean, Mr.
students.
One back me be na ma di brain.
Yeah.
And Osha and Samuel finance minister did two Janon.
Yeah.
Bako, I mean, when he touched on all kind about revenue who asem no. Paya ebia abang nhihye odi go akoma obetimi enyesika. Or can be about property rate. And this one, the budget reading, okay. Now, property rate, mimbisa mo. Ma dim so do so ano ya no amame. Property rate, you know. Me ka say okay, me na me see me down baby, and me property be a baby. In fact, more down here, the structures in the ji ho yi sa eto no. Nti ubehwe na ebejeje because you see ade omso mbe yire to first part na ise ade no matiada. Na say me ka say omoma yetua me de bi yetua fiti be say 2-3 years na nti na ade na ba pe nti this year ya na me se me pem ho asem a finish asia na me fa ho no assembly makwa kotua kama me ni obi ani asem then e be ya encopile ba ma asem ne say ebi a properties is you hwe akwan e de buy ho no say gutters ni se ne nti mbejiji mo ayire because the way finance minister can a property rate how we are going to strengthen we be strengthen no we be ya gutters no akwan na de koye fie no e mu ba be ye no so alternative
I will be spending a collection of property rates. I also be digitizing in partnership. Vintage we are yeah, so be yes I know man because me tia eto amount.
Yeah.
Me see a japadia wo ha.
Yeah.
A japadia no ho buying ball. What about me state but access to the place because me be renting out to nkofo so also mun say baby o wo mote no akwan ne ye ne no man ntia kwese nsuo eba ho electricity e wo ho ne no ma wo your mamba pa nti wotua wo property rate nti so ade na aban to anamo no mehwe no onye sa no ma no nti access to communities
because you say wo de koma ebi ka say offer electricity bill ni ka ho bon say street light levy wo mu but be compotem ni bebre ye ni street light ni ade nti ebi crash ase kan say saa ni ahwe na ebekọ ebeji property rate ba
no o de ma yentua ye tia wie ni yenya ene de sabe as property owners any tenants ni no ma no ye betimi atu anamo ama atwe aban adwen aba so say sabe first no relax ade no na e wo hob na so na unfo wani nko ho nye they said there was in kenten say wo beje kapre kra wo beje but and ye wo je dia yenso ade a was ye nya fimu no wo sutu ho anamo na ye maye wahu sabe wutia dia wo ho kwan say wo bebisa say e wo say wo so nya umfa so a ehia ensu a emma ne no ma no ma nyina wotimi bi anti property rate there see betua be mate say asa there say there no emu ye du papa opani bi say baby am wo ko ba wo ju rate no ya ha there na o say ne property na esi ho amount o mbeji na
oh but only opinion na ono ka sa asem no we say unim say me call 2011 na me call Holland I think it was Den Haag Potem baby ya call you no omo de me call honum say no na omo say omo wie adan na o na that particular area no omo ti obi omo vu ko mu be 3 months na me say uni pa ko ka cha me say oboa idi ono say kwesi unim say omo hanum nyina just 3 months ago eno bibia na me say oboa no oh me boy say telling you the fact this nti e call ya you do area you do oni pa ko na ye ko no fie no bisa say o ka kire me say area high important the way atie ni nyina no was just 3 months ago no mu bie obi aba ha no say amesi oboa no say no kre
it's everything
oh George who send your host tie no na e ka kire Ghana to take us 100 years before how tie no because you move here to area George area to him say be what about 15 years 20 years but said acquire see about your gutter see about your electricity yes so only back no kasa then you refer to say area is not here no ten or tier or honum say what we are saying is fine musimo bagia you betua but ye tua no acquire na me dey call me property na wo si oji property et say gutter da honum say et say wo the electricity ye nim ya ye ba akoto pole ni atwe aba acquiring those things are capital yes Munya Sadia no so my mobile asem. Yes, just build those
and they
things.
are good call. If you honor the buying so on ye any problem. Oh yeah. I said yeah, I was so yema mufuano, I was so no so and then the con. Oh yeah. Enti Ghana for yabasre say yabada mo asese mu nyina mo nya bote ama abai. Aban kan say yen aban MPP aban. Ya ye bi pay. Ya bi pay 2001. Ghana ye call HIPIC debt to GDP in excess of ye buy ye President Kufuor be ye say all corona debt to GDP 32.8, which is 33%. Yes, I'm back 2017 the growth about 3.4. Very any other things. Yet me and Shisha may grow average of 7%. Yes. Sana COVID therefore and the why baby I way so you won't be paid. President I can all shall pass ye be baho. But obianya GDA wa
You see for money, okay.
You bet me I share my economy as a jinan and so ye nyina tadwe yate there.
Medasi George AC of the MPP, Mamin Koma DGB of the NDC, Naminti on so. And someone last week, Finance Minister edited economic measures. I want to about buying your mom di go akema who bit me, I hang high, who bit me a toy, and which try your name we Najin home. Madi.
Medical Mission Chia, it here for no pay. Minchia, my brother. Your brother,
Asanito.
and
So, also a copy baby.
yes, also, in fact, I was sending a message.
Yeah.
So, on to me, we see, on my beer, what challenge, ya, who expect to say, mom to me, between the children, challenge in a woman, and show a quite a fast so, a solve a problem now, a woman. Into last week, Minister for Finance, Oba so by ye, so my statement, our situation now, but me abua ama or no at Timmy agenda in terms of economic challenge. You see, Ukaya last week, me catch it out say, Adia Mukoye was a friend say, Pejuase. One of the entertainment things that Mukoye, and the outcome, no, Mfa Bibia Mba at the end of the day. Into the catcher will say, yen try na metie adia among our penika say, what Tima and she share papa, or become one sempa and not be beer to a dear petrol, no boy from be better from. That's what people were expecting. But in the first place, going to Pejuase, and then the first time the MPP has had a crunch meeting at Pejuase,
Okay.
and then the first time in it. Oh the same Crawford continue Pejuase for 4 days. I buy a catch say, sir, in the Amago Swan or Hono. Ghana problems, then your problem be a bill. Never gonna know. Again, we see, Oman Penina Nado. One Jina country say, yen to new cast, ever Ghana bium. I see. One penny, one country Ghana for say, Omo to new cast because baby, Omo economy no. Yen to cast be fruitful be Ghana. No, obviously on to new cast. Again, we see. Oman penny I one country say, Obia in 2 kwine, the ministers in 2 kwine. If I work kind twice, work 2017, COVID time, Osanka I saw Obia in 2 kwine. At the end of all these issues, and the economy up answer of all these ones.
Because of COVID, that's what it is.
Okay. Why now I'm raising these issues? At the time, look at the talk as in the Okosha cast now, one pin and now the ato. In fact, the time, look at the talk casting. That's the time now one pin and go Lexus. That's what time now Pinicoto, one of the expensive Lexus to use. He didn't show leadership by example. We said, I'm say, I didn't have no. I'm say, I didn't have no. Again, when it comes to traveling, at the end of the day, and today say almost all ministers of MPP, omu ina mutu kwa abrochi na omuko ebi ko wo abrochi ye hu omo. So what will this now directive bring into our economy? Kasi ben ena nanka na nado.
ya catch you say men talk cars ah o catch na come talk cars say na nke where which is what talk cars 2020 we catch say per period what talk cars in 2017 cars ben na okotobium Kwesi na cars ben na Ronaldo ekotobium after what of V8 and new 4 years cars ben na say na issues about okotobium who dey go there who dey go there nanka cars na nkoto say no nanka we amba cars na nkoto this year no am no ko there Kwesi nanka nchira people for say cars a woman pin now do what do you 2 kwan bebre 50 no do 2 kwan fuel no e ba ma economy na abaform nanka nchira omo omo ka chira say na many anko sa Ghana enko enim so today you are coming back to what we told you say enye mu ya e ba ha adwen what is new? Minister of Finance, I become one seven there. I will say, young can't tell that. In terms of the government, they can just appointment now, Muya deputies, we brave, Muya no. The car air cohon, ever Magana economy, a problem. Because you are not by Muda, who say, what the amount for a job for boys, sir, about Masikana, sir. In there, you get the same thing, I'm more catch it. But, you see, those say, them people, at times maybe they don't do good analysis and they don't even understand what they are doing. Also, be carty fuel 50%, maybe what? You see? Coupons 50%. And I watch that I say, the same officers, you know, they can use the 100% from now to 1st April. So if they even take the coupons now down, and they're doing the 50%, they are using it, what did you do? When the toll booth issue happened, what's the speed of the government? Only reason the government to buy was it say tumun tema? People will misuse it. Maybe what?
No, they say the confusion. And in your cost.
So confusion about fuel 50% ahead time. I know the confusion about. Come to I say you sell my Ghana sika from now. Mun sell 100%, you know. In that we know can say government official 100% of the fuel to waste it. If you can catch 50% in 1st April, why not now? So today, then amudi ya.
And you better say BBI cost should be immediate.
When they do the toll booth immediate, they have done something we have seen before. When them na make o, minister be catch say me tumu ma yenji me boa. They should show by example say fuel no ka yen ticket 50%. In the minute AAC was say about university lectures issues now. Ayani there anyani there. Now I say loan able to mama 10,000.
Meaning,
yes, I understand. Yes. It's a lecture, a university, you know, because I say, the car, yeah, first, I buy a boy, no. That you're raising an intimate to be yard, yeah, pay. Even yet, it is so much buying no. Student loan, about and do more than 50,000, 10,000, 5,000. And no club are buying for the difficult to raise those money. Now you collect 10,000 now, if it's for Scalaba. You see? 5,000, 3,000 kwapo. Aban is finding it difficult to settle those debts. And no can one say what problem or my na say so be raise opportunity to go to 100,000, 10,000. Say na a sika here. Oh, me boss suggestion. That opinions there yo. It says very good. But say 3,000 yen to me. Suggestion of 10,000. Do you think that Ghana economy can hold it? See. Again, by issue of even the idea about what or mine say, that's the fuel. That is what, in fact, all the things they said is about them. All the things they said is about them. It's about the executives. What back catch that? In fact, I'm happy to say, Nankebeti creative fund, which we supported. Because in that, we say Rebecca Sikano the call and then a okay, I Sikano. Rebecca Sikano the come out, Mampeni one penny just ask you no. Yet the then. How no case bet me no, no case bet me no. Maybe I I bet you fancy some. Oh, you see, on my ya could do pen so be that. Ah, ministers under NDC. I'm going to 10% because 10% here, you know. I say, Ghana for 10% infrastructure, the best cheap compound. Yadi be ya inti government 10%. Who ya contract so we answer the tia. Sikari wo honte wo ba English tu aye. Inti Ghana for bisa say some be cut 20 because massive back 20% da. And kra po yen hu ni mfa so. Mo cut say no, mo nche de edi be ye ebe kire say aboa o man no. But because akoye kasa government no all the bibia ye kasa wabeka makati we but ye kosi dey bisa say after the last time muko year 2017 2019 muko the same peduase no muko the same retreat no then na di bra your man they no the ban in fact in the 2022 budget muka kira say ye pass yi levia Ghana won ko gibo se o baby abio nyesa na muka kira ye that's the argument. I say down you say the challenge you are having is money credibility to do and take any loans anywhere. Muba this time around say I buying what say baby bet me boy hono muko get 2 billion loan ababio. Even with the 11 no muko get $2 billion. And no mudu ko there. Obi say o say ye CD and dollar no say bet me gina. But ye CD and dollar no ekwesi committee no mu say ti ma CD and dollar no. Omujuma be na mu ya ye tu am up to date. Ana committee ni wo. Yeah, we appointed committee to arrest the dollar after Baumia failed to arrest the dollar. Then the committee tiwo ama all the brains in MPP sat in that committee. The dollar no nko. They say why na advice are buying say they say because the dollar be do issues no more. So for me, and I believe say baby MPP I could do any my ebo my no. Omapem ni imdie enindie beboa. But a back grammar, brofo tintia, I think that they are good at that one. Until the minister will come and speak a longer English. But at the end of the day, Obiara Ekacha will say, any impact idea here. You see, offer the points in one. Which means abayano, Come now, the friends say energy in terms of contrast, you know. Omuko tidaye. Meboa. Nanka issue we amba, nanka conclusion we amba. Yes, that's what the minister said. They are now going to pursue to conclude. Which means I say, yeah, whether it's there or not. Nanka issues way and bar. Even they were not doing anything. Property rate I can want them. Systems are why I mean no one matter I'm buying no akotiada because he has gotten more money in terms of loans. So they don't care. They are not doing it. So, the difference, I can say minister naka, yanti the woman. Even the traveling, was see until approval. In fact, there's no any traveler will be by your Ghana has official young approval now.
Now come about it IPP now say
Now some negotiations will continue on it. How many years in here, someone can chance your way? Someone can some way. I raise some billions of dollars out of it. Someone can chance some way. No, so which phase are you now doing? So which means under your tenure, Muslim is a contract maybe. Look at the biano. Muslim, the biano, Marco, Ama ya saving about 12 billion. So what are you doing now? So which one did you tell us?
I see we conclusion. More conclude.
So the first one catch us no, which you know they say Mudi Ghana a friend say chair concert film part 1 part 2. Mudi a friend say ghost names. Oman can say they have set a system to win all the ghost names in our payroll system. Maybe Oman Penebe Kachira say ghost names soon they are with all those ones in the 5 years down the line. 5 years down the line, Mo Kachira say you are still going to pursue. Why are you going to ghost name for him? So what were you doing for the past 5 years? Abayino or my say we are fighting this ghost name. way back in 2015, 2014. Okay. Because this issue of ghost names in our payroll system, and in the IPB3 ever system no more. They enter me with it, and IPB3 started under NDC. So, more better than 5 years. Nanka issue one can't say, why you way. So, what kind of leadership, what kind of government do we have? Adani Kasa, Adani Grammar. But yet, I must say, when Tima continue to for 4 days, somebody fuel so 15 pesos, and I'm ultimate so. Yeah, what do I say?
15 no. So.
Oh, and now transport union so bet 2 transport to 15% on Tuesday.
Chana no. Ura kumsi wada hu ye adwuma wa ban adwuma mu. Me akwala nyina na no ye TUC eyi o. Kumsi. Abraham Kumsi. Ano baby ti say on no kasa de woof.
William. Eno no eyen hihya yen to about so a omo nkasa. Oh yeah. I believe that they believe in his expertise they more. And I believe say you are raising because they send the way for our workers. Because or pem
issue from all the time.
So it has never changed.
Yes,
that is why
yes,
he's there.
I like him.
Maybe when you get people like this anytime now.
He doesn't care that you know.
So my market say now who you wage man no me sure say 2025 make consider say hero in terms of no. But see, reality ni say aban no I thought say nanka I'm say last I make a say aban no in terms of some of them now arrogance nebe in terms of the government appointment. Nanka ye page say no. They've even invited other stakeholders to help them.
A cabinet meeting.
That is why you see, men for grammar and boom, my
it is cabinet meeting.
That's why I'm for brofo and boom, my.
It is cabinet meeting.
They can have the cabinet meeting, but get the stakeholders a meeting, get their views, and then go to. You go Senche no. And the Minister of Finance, Beka Danu say, Nanka Senche ebe ended 2017. Minister of Finance, Nanka Sanweo. That's how Beka say no. But also by and also, yeah, they call you 2 years. What they call you 2 years? I'm end 2019. Me boy, next no guy. You see, next Minister of Finance guy.
Meet it.
Yeah, bio nanka ya was so. Buy ya no. The target now you must have meet here we no. And ya come brand review no. What they call 2 years? Eh? You have 1 year 2017, 2018, 2019. Me na me dey call her. Eh? Because we buy no the propaganda and eh ejuma no. So, we see.
Madi NC.
Yeah, we see from the pediatric. As at now, kasa and can once because you know MPP are ready budget num ewo o man so far. Eni na ewo di papa in fact on board Jimmy we are uche analysis na man 4 year at the end of the day then he fails. So I don't see anything new ewo way so because on my friends asempa budget 6 years 6 on my asempa budget yankoti asempa on my input to budget enu krapo ya mutu on my obatampa budget enu krapo ya ko hu eyiye nti dia inter this hour amount man to need no only someone to wait in eh Labi I didn't call you standby where no am be 2 days ago no
oh wow.
I think say you
wait Labi where am be
na say we dey anya bad where your spare measures
where trips where trips mama all these brofo ewo budget na ya mutu it is say now we be catch that way make that say 1 my pojasida 2 market say you talk as that 3 market say you too kwinda na mo aye economy minister. So what new are you telling us? Say me no work say no people are ready me to travel and it's about approval and they will continue approving them to travel. But the question is nanka issue where I'm back cars in another ecoton recently no nanka the bon why or the bed after buying cars in fact question of the fleet of the government vehicles 2020 2019 2021. So what cars are they buying to and to do what?
Fancy.
Yeah, in time I say that was say o ma tipo to
Mamin kan comment kakra na yemeka update number 28 so far near PF mu aba yenko enim. I strongly believe that former President Mahama and his NDC Do not watch global economic trend analysis on BBC, CNN, and Al Jazeera. How prices of fuel and food crops have risen astronomically in the world market due to the global COVID-19 pandemic and Ukraine and Russia crisis. This has a trickling effect on the whole world, of which Ghana is included. One here from Sule Sunyani and Odifi and Odebaye. Hey, Ivry at the NDC headquarters. No wonder, because majority of their members have no chance to steal from the state coffers. No more double salaries and the shameful labor scandal. Boating our Denmark and Odiwe Odebaye. NDC, stop disturbing Ghanaians with your fake lies. You think Ghanaians will listen to your empty lies again? NDC, if you do not have any message for Ghanaians, just allow us think that teacher Kujo Tiobadama Dantasi and Odifino Debai. President Nana Akufo-Addo, God bless you for protecting our homeland Ghana. Ghanaians will always remember you in the press. Thank you, Mr. President. Amweni Fita, Odifi Asamankasi. Yo, Amweni George Suchiao. Finally, the COVID-19 restrictions are being eased for economic activities to resume into normalcy. And the time has come for all Guineans, irrespective of our political colors, to join hands and work hard to bring our dear country back onto the path of progress and prosperity as we move to full-scale production. Yauza, Swami, Enodifi, Enodianobaye. Did I hear President Nana giving another promise again? Hey, this man pa asem. That is, I know the blame on COVID-19 by the government will begin to stop immediately. Meshak Asante from Abusokan and Odiwe Edebai. And I create more boating wa Blakema Central. President Nana has done it again. He has shown leadership by reviewing the COVID-19 restrictions, including the opening of land borders. This will improve our economic growth and further strengthen our city. Nana Ekuamwa Boating. Although the wearing of nose mask is not mandatory, but we shouldn't forget that coronavirus is still in our midst. So we should protect ourselves from this deadly disease. We should also maintain all the safety protocols and keep our environment clean. Yao Osankide Ewa Taifa. 15% fuel reduction was a joke. And I'm sure transport owners also felt the same. The reduction was extremely not adequate. Alhaji Willie PFA Kuma.
In terms of revenues, for 3 months now, but minimum say world price not to say.
Ebi analysis and say in the last few months, I said, the increment has been over 66%. But if you bring that 15%, it's just barely like 1%. Inti omode tutu ho mo fi se enso ani kra George.
But ya wa ho kiremu
15 pesos
ya
now.
wa ho kiremu ba se ko tu
amina now affect 15 pesos now we are buying for now.
Because yes I ko tu amina tinti bibiem. Because ya ho akire ya pe kwan ya be ye say cost cutting na ya pay free SHS and kwa ban so won touch. Sa we ni nyina social program policies wo ho. Any of the bamboo fan. Inti way dear yampa me jitum say a drop in the ocean. But sabi ukika bomwa the car buying belusuno.
Him fan a bear canoa. COVID Ebola tax no one concern.
Exchange rate depreciation.
One for one COVID my friends Ebola tax. And then a call buying ho. That 15 pesos na e call buying ho. Abenya benefit also. E people no get say munim adwuma moye no munti 15 pesos ba men fam boame but COVID taxes say aban dia no aban say me dey meje no anu na e ka say fa won saka o say me fa won saka o say wo boye o say wo boye dey you are not helping us
na boss
you are not helping us me say you are not me say what you have not touched what goes into the government kitty
okay see cumulative impact ɛno na yɛ a me deɛ mpɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ
adeɛ this is
but wokeka bom for 3 months Sabi wa hwe ya free SHS kebi kra na aircon.
That is where I have a problem, and that is about Bawumia's analysis. Cumulative effect. But who say I don't know.
It's economic analysis.
Mamin can comment no be fan count na ye ba be COVID-19 ye ba be sorry the update number 28 Chiefman wa Atonsu Kuma say now that government has reported all land borders has reopening. Okay, I'm sure that's what you want to say because I'm seeing reported here reopening all land borders. I'm optimistic the economy will be strong. However, I would plead with Ghanaians to keep observing all the protocols. That's Shipman Atonsu and Olifino Lebai. E-levy will help the country to move forward in terms of developmental projects. That's why the NDC MPs are not supporting it. Washeba Amisti El Gosu Zongo and Odiano it's a great one for the president, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Easing of the COVID-19 restrictions, most especially opening of the land borders. Samuel Kumsin from London, CUQ. So, Samuel Kumsin from Nigeria. And Odiano Ba. For my health's sake, I'll continue to put on the mask, especially at in crowded places. As an MC and a public speaker, aside COVID-19, I would save myself the trouble of being served with what liters of saliva per statement. Hey, 1243,000 something. MC Abrampa GH no dear no buy. So young Kosu George. Update number 28.
Yes.
Mampini wani akasa de sem atuja. Anope the interesting conversation about MONTIE was the fact that 2 members of parliament, that's Honorable Roxin Dafiamekpo on the NDC side and Honorable Ejapamesa on the MPP side. These are for. The issue was EI64. Now, Omanpenny and now they are to just say restriction. No, this year I said, "Ya ton channel." Honorable Dafiamekpa argument and said, "Untimi and Swadeke no cancer was based on law." Inti said Odeba Parliament. And Japamesa disagreed. But then we had a broader picture. Then maybe we'll zoom into that particular argument. Of course, I'm
running for man, I go oh, Nanaka, so much also go be Zama. So, when the end of the year, a babe for me respect to all. Messa any the Fiamepo. And the woman from Rano and Casabet, say president, also executive.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? And a chill between and say, ye few are, maybe I know so, but another year, woman can was. Update number 28, Kwasia Aboagye. And Ramitia, no, a crime. On my penny, Utimus ass and could go and my actually Ghana food. Nah, I see na ya kana ho amane tu mo etise okọ baby miamia bia obi aka especially airport COVID protocol na wo ho no ukọfu bi wo ya na US ni we na uni sa 72 we na airline ankasa be catch us one fa because onim so we do Ghana be sanction no enti the strict enforcement of the rules and regulations ABOAGYE me control COVID spread anyway, you know. Mampeni can say a tested about 2.4 million people. Out of that, 160,932 tested positive, and a move 1,445 actually. A baby I had. For cycles, says, ye young kabum, that time next year. Sabe, or how are you, woman, says Yano? You bet me a free ama. Yakwakoyenim. Coronavirus alleviation program or the micro, small, medium, small, micro enterprises, Nenoma and okay, BBC to say, over 1.1 billion health response package to procure supplies, or the Beboase, and we Buama, what mean direct recruit 24,285 health workers over the period. And in so a walk as I'm reading a coffee health Omotifia is a COVID anyway. Some of the good no are buying a coffee of way by. Or some can say 1.6 billion was made available to support vulnerable households, meals, water, electricity. 1.6 billion. Yeah, because you benefit. Can you no 1.1, 1.6 baby? 750 million Ghana cedi soft loans and grants were dispersed to MSMEs. 1.9 billion spent providing PPEs, hot meals for students, teaching and non-teaching. Support for direct 1.9 billion. You push it on before other say 81 million local business people. Akwasi who say a businessman. And pimpa. Yeah. All in all, about 81 million. Eboa womo titiscane about 810 billion. Echo that sector. Me feel say eboa pa. Me no can say your target. You say you be 20 million people vaccinated. Me no can say 13.1 million. And I'm eboa. And you vaccinate you. You hear almost 7 million aka. And out of 30, I can see a bit of how I'm take you almost second jobs. No, yeah. So, into so I say, I buy 2 1 more. Yeah, say, Bibia bet me. And I yeah, me there back say $25 million fund set aside for local production of vaccines. Our professor from Pomboatin, the renowned scientist. Edi animono and also ye bibia aban kan ya me fin say yeah nkasa COVID they call they say there be but other diseases can be how what do say researchers say you shall say you wash your hands you know other diseases be related to those things akoform what yes enti na say yes even now president aka say yen koso a ne yen wohuru yen sa na ema enoma enko nanim active and 72. I tell you other radio. Akwasi, I don't think you media, munyina amuko the same program. And so you be reporting differently. Then you are 72. Major station video on the 71 and worker. Mentiasi. And you know, baby, or press conference. Who hobby that can't say or be reporting completely different. Or my different figure. And it's idea and your best friend, or major. And the air me there a land for that Yakwasi, the mammy or me 2 weeks ago near Kosi. Oh, fee from Mantem, a petway. Okona Nimka, half year Ghana, half. And see, more by year Nubino, grow, no, Agbaja for no, I was but half back over no echo studies or postgrad. Now I end this in by a year Nubino. Oh, what the hell are you? One more grown. Kemotos na sisi won efiva. Beni anko ho to kan na me de mani ko. Ogo numbers. You got it. Not just say what that is still be but the respite say you know more votary. Ye interborder trade. Ye be border ni si you know ebeboa. But yan koso say your kind and country. Also ye Ghana ni a wo ba wunya you know na ba unya Ghana need ya also show 40 senior bebo anti I can see all in all no and ra me feel say update number 28 no so forward looking and then abana man tuni bebo aye nyina ayemwa bibi nipa wu a and want me from ma atiase nanso economy ni de da sebo kra betumi aye nhyehyɛ yenim ye bi pay ye besan aye ni ahyehyɛ ama wo man yi sikasem agina ne nan so we de sebe aye nsuohye ebedwo emre yi de bibia beda yie na yetumi aye nhyehyɛ ama yakonanim enti Ghana fo nyina obia mfa sopa entai wo ban o mampani achi odayase yakoyanim no yenka ne ho nhyehyɛ beboa ma ye economy na fa ne ntuma pafra yetimi enya enti me ma mampani na na dodan kwa akufu ado mu opia waya de Ghana fo nyina so yeda mo ase health workers so yeda mo ase last one akwesi technical committee na mom advice and sana what lift our border issue enya ono ane pe me kwaje isi amete last me kan mesan aka ne menya privilege atena sa me technical twice na akwesi adwini we ya wo honom no enya easy ansa na on be decide say omampani nkose no na che say they thoroughly deliberated on the and they say scientific knowledge na boa omampani say na enko a wate lift ban no other way we be na ebi mu hu say enya political reason enti na two border no for health and safety reasons na me share nyina that's
George Miss me that say Madi 28th COVID-19 update on Mampeni Enra nsem no
I catch you say the active film no any part no doors bebre a ye no enkoye fe in fact that is exactly idea of Mampeni Enra part 28 of the fellow Ghanaians film no what by ye no you see Mampeni for me I've come to realize say when you use science and data, so when you use it means that the people who are giving the information, they are not abreast to the situation in this country. Yes. But see, before a bell lift churches, funerals, that means funeral be on the same rate as Mampeni use science and data. In fact, the last 3 weeks, eye e wo fen so number na ho no pa your friend said la ye no restriction be na wo mu we have gone beyond all these ones enye adwuma in fact I had a minister regional minister your friend say educate what the mraba say onu so obi anya nkran ha mra no be ye oba na won hye nose ban say be chew. See, tell me which of the directive and one penakasi were easy no draw. A man for young wage mother. I mean, go. So far, nothing will be a you can see restrictions. In fact, but need FM 2 months ago, before the Obahano, mu entrance system or where we from now, a friend say, that sprain a spill. Open office, I do my often because my often the last 2 months. So, what has been different from what Ronaldo said now?
Bye.
I feel I'm defend you. I'm
2 months.
What's it?
And I know told me defending. That's all my now kind. No.
That man I'm doing. Yeah, Udim.
But 2 months.
Who don't get in no. The same thing. Oh, Miss Udu, that is over machine no more. Too much. That machine what I'm money free mo. Enya juma. Oh, me say me no e ba ha de bia. O man fam krapo na. O to first gate no. Into am fam krapo na. E say san wachi. And me say it doesn't work like that. These issues no. Ya catch you Mampeni say. Issues are ya kan wan say okay economy as we di covid e di wa da wo ho no. A man for no ye adwuma da nti man nyama no nkoso sa yeah for fire service how na ye ton togo nyama me boa easy uko fire service akra tudu how na ye ton togo nyama tell me say that togo nyama no ahead ban reduce tell me tell me obi tell me say because of say you two borders no mu it reduce people are already using the system and I say enya bibia be a border way what say mean be because I couldn't knew because say election isn't it. So what was the difference between me and the last time I had a demonstration and in there could be a year? What was science and data? Now, because we are 72, that's why we are opening the borders. So go rate here saying. Because
72.
that you say I have a number we know in fact 72. And say Togo higher. I tell you prevent that issue from somebody's entry.
That's a work.
But that is okay.
You know why? They're starting winning now. Only 2 people. Norwegian way na
Okay.
two na they start here.
Two boy.
And we lost 160 something.
Because of Norwegian for the buy and to your close to your borders airport. There more being found by Chronomobium. Yes, sir.
You have just isolated one ingredient spill.
Saturday.
And yet, SARS 72 now they can't send. The number of people are more coronavirus. They say it's just one item because I'm paying a number of ingredients.
Ingredients being apart from the
So no, George Meba, and just to put it in perspective and not to say they are fine. But I'm just putting it in proper perspective. Say, let's be also and a chief for MONTIE in particular, because Osha about the fact that the neighboring countries, infection rate, above form, and
that is one. That is where I ask say, I'm rating about form, I'm saying. I say how I say.
Right, George, no, sorry, Dr. Insia, sorry, I don't pay can't because rocks in that fiamepo. Ebusa say, "Oman penyin timi sorry keke." Now mbejina no nkase restrictions me yefi ho, and that is based on KWASI the infection in neighboring countries about form, and the man penyin can figures in chain. So he was asking, say, look, if you go on the internet, you know. The world COVID-19 data is there. It's published there. So you know, you refer to it and you see every.
If I go, I can read it. Yeah. You use those issues and give us your data. Say, don't go DSA. Because 72 no kind any go so. Eh? And now okay is the area. Okay, say. I'm not COVID this year serious. Yeah, friends say join ye. Obeka check Ghana first. Omo call ni now. No, my friends say vaccine into be vaccine. So if they don't wear a friend say max say okay. This is the same person. Okay, for my 5 years there. Eh? I will see. So when we car send there, you take it to say Google and they should allow you to Google our Google so. But I did can say. What was the rate? You had close to down on COVID. If only me say no. Abandon kasa one testing you. Unya test you not get virus. Unya case you. So what are they saying? 72 penny or unya test you. Once you are not doing testing, you will not find anything. So rate ben amount on penny kasa say them aya they say 72 now. Also you born someone say 72 because me say one year test. Eh? The rate says I do 72 ninety. A positive sign say na test be na mo say munche o say so far my say me say me no say na your my 30 million of Ghanaians say na your test also out of 30 million. Out of 30 million. When was the last time we hear test bio? I report to munche say asat in there more test say
Sample as I take.
Oh and yes, research now yo. About testing na research now yo. And yes, almost sample. Yeah, nipa say yeah test based on this testing. And Ronaldo about me elanchi tracker. Say we boa am my team because if you do more testing, then you get more numbers. Me boa. COVID issues way one test there you won't get the results no. Yes, I see. When you test, how do you get the result of so behind your COVID? And now why you testing here? Who just testing here? And then you are using idea when you use tester. Time you use testing to use the rate say 72 baby and baby. You are not tested. Let's challenge. Eh? But you should tell us the test. What's the data? What case I know? Say yeah, test the last week way. Yeah, test of out of 1 point. Yeah, 100,000. Who say obi any COVID? What's that? Why? Frontier, me know who got Kumasi who first frontier mu. Frontier, one month abroad in ebo. Me know why you are my no. Therefore, you have frontier mu na.
Yeah, na my defense here.
2.5 na test na o my no. E frontier for na testing no.
Yeah, we.
We are talking about the national. Me can. And I go to me frontier. Me na ma abroad ma go frontier.
Oh, what's no testing?
There be
anything going on.
I say, me say dia mo ba.
But contact tracing na abeka.
Okay, but this can come on.
All these ones, all these ones are Maja, you know. You can use them to say a reason.
May I say, Madi? See, Pacho. See.
Unim. For me, I'm paying my say film no dear with their baby. Oh, I follow Ghanaians. Or their baby. I quite tin you, so I'm yefe. Baby, I could do with the baby on Macabio. But you see,
Mammy,
lawyers no air. For me, issue we start here last for 2 years, you pass the law way. I'm not for a raising issue, say, law no avail a disaster, and yet specific. Now say, I'm man no expiring. No, it was disaster. It was and yet COVID, and you should COVID in the law. A disaster. And I am man expiring say limitation now. Obia betimia use some penny be betimia use at any given time to his favor. Inti ye careful or not. In fact, for me, where the firma is calling, say you use a COVID and the COVID, like I say in there, you're winning restriction. Because I remember time I'm penny be use no. He instructed the Attorney General that from Rabra for Parliament, no Parliament into the mintiming fine year, Juma. I think say, yes.
I saw one kind say yes, but if you read the law, it doesn't say that. It shows circumstances for imposition of the restrictions.
Any law no, but to implement it on penny for to read the third section or instructive.
No, I don't understand what you're saying. Law no, yes. We say law no. I only me say only some for Parliament to take that authority. No, but I mean, I'm saying that Emrano Ache that you can. I mean, in the interest of, let's say, interest of defense, public safety, public health, on the running of essential services, and in the account, but it states what. And I would say,
penny bet use so penny bet you in future can use it if that law is not checked.
Okay.
Because Obi bet market and say, what but what made me feel say a public threat for me as a government.
Okay.
Oh, and you will use it. And you are in Africa.
It does you.
No,
executive instrument.
Executive no.
Debbie. Or come about the imposition of restriction. No, or the imposition of the Restrictions Act. Yes, somehow. Because when you say
police are relaxing.
Judge, point is important because when you say it's reasonably required in the interest of defense. So, what is defense?
How do you?
And all can say, well, I think that in the interest of defense,
yes,
will be into me more what is here.
Which is it? So those are the areas, but I think it is long overdue in terms of film noir ache. I can say film noir ache. Fellow Ghanaian film.
Medasi.
Uncle Yefe, I'm my
Medasi. Madam has been before. My main can't comment here, sorry. Can't take calls, right? Okay. So let me just read comments now. Please, Ghanaians, let us all believe in our president, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, because yesterday he said it all. He's opened various borders that are the land, sea, across the country. And for that matter, the economy will rise again. So let's support the e-levy. That's one here from Erikus. The president's address yesterday, last night, was a relief one. At least the opening of the borders would give Ghanaians businessmen the opportunity to start doing your normal business again. Mr. Adai Atonsu Kuweti. You know if you know the buy. Don't send more messages. Yeah, a time I'm to mean kind patch. We don't expect John Mahama to be the one to defend himself against the Canada-Japan, but the NDC party has to protect John Mahama. It's true that Canada-Japan tells illogical lies about Mahama, but sadly, low-minded people believe Kennedy Pond, and they are okay. Finland, you have to be very decorous sometimes with some of the things that you send. I don't read your message, so we not like it. So if it comes with such things, I will not read them. Abbas Amogobo Ofinso says, no government in our history have been so incompetent, confused, and wicked like this Akufo-Addo vigilante government. They are high-grade criminals with an intolerant attitude. Just open your mouth, and they will send their violent vigilante to get you. That's Abbas Enodiwe Edebaya. Inshaba Anelka. Update number 28 by the president yesterday was the best. We thank Nana Joe Boy for reopening of the borders. That's Inshaba. I just don't understand, Honorable Dafiamepo. Just last week, they were asking the president to stop the COVID-19 test at the airport and also open the borders. Today, the president is opening the borders and stopping certain things. These same people are asking the president why he opened the borders with that, bringing it to Parliament. That's Nanampon San Bediako, NOD, and Obaye. Most of the current NPP executives are total failures to their party, and they are playing mafia games for them to be maintained. But they shouldn't think of winning because we're going to fight till they lose their positions. Hey, Ochini Bakwame Braco, Eddie Fitaifa, and all the buyer. Ninyabrepa Nyasem. KWASI Abraham Kunsin is over 75 years, so the union he's representing is on contract. So don't call him again. Mr. Tay, Golf Estate, Sema. Oh boy. The guy from the Federation of Labour is simply playing politics or of hypocrisy. It's so evidential he's doing the NDC kind of politics. What does he want you journalists to do this infantile politics? To tell him to spare our ears. To tell him to spare our ears. Unel Amponsa, Edifi, Amsterdam, no dear, no Edebaye. Former President Mahama can seek to score political points, but his record still stands unchanged. Global economy wasn't so bad in his time. What could he done skillfully to rescue Ghanaians from this current international economic recession? UK and or the fee and or the buy. Unfortunately, I can't continue with it. We have to make way for the next program, which is coming up next. That entertainment. GH. Yes, sorry, so I pay need 100.9 Ghana Montier, so I know I see you. I had him saying, did you median DC?
Ghana Muntie, number Sanyaso.
I had a yanda, and bring her, maybe me. She says, 1 year you man did it. Ain't a million, and baby. Dance so make a baby, no air, no name, and I'm a winning yard. I go to me some, as you see, what you walk academy, the Binamenke, or when you need on the phone. So the phone pack is with your phone, our guide, those is see what you walk academy, the Binamenke, or when you need on the phone. So the phone pack is with your phone, our guide. Shadimame, America, and I would in America.
100.9 FM.
He calls this one behind the scenes. Kofi Kinata. Grateful joining us this morning. Yeah, that was say papa. MONTIE Jumedi be the messages by. We really appreciate it. And then mon friend Chemi and then late kakra. Ochna Eyewa Woda Auntie Ajua Joyce Asa Ochna 80 years Auntie Ajua for Bodan Nyamisha Tunkwe Ochna Wawoda Krejo Damiado. What time is she said you mediano pay the bremo. And of course, with massive support from Mike J. Osajman. Nana Yane Frima Bankron so on social media. Streaming live. It's Monday, March 28th. I hope the Monday blues is not too much on you today. Watch now, Kwanya Hoarding. Oh, hi, Bessia. Ewe Fidie, so 100.9, your station, our station. Entertainment Ghana, Basso, Ola Michael, but name KWASI, ABOAGYE, your darling. I know I'm still right. Ah.